We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love doctor going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up on the radio. Radio, turned up on the radio. Turned up on the radio. Turned up on the radio. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics. Watch this. And a mind.
What up?
Hello. I'm Tuli, one of your hosts. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Go right ahead, Bueno.
I am doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. What more can I say?
Amazing to know that he disappeared.
Oh yeah.
Went into the Matrix.
That's what we doing. I got it where I can fade in, I can fade out on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Going, I'm right back at you. You know what I'm saying? That's how we doing. That's exactly how we doing it. We breaking it down. Dr. Joe, it's good to see y'all. It's been a nice break. How everybody doing? Feels good to be back.
Yeah.
Happy ADHD Awareness Month.
Happy what?
ADHD Awareness Month. October is ADHD Awareness Month.
What? Don't assume that we know what that means. You're gonna break it down. You're just gonna leave us out there.
I mean, Tuli is one of my colleagues, so it's a hyperactivity deficit disorder. So for people that have
sound like something new they just made up today.
They make that up. ADHD.
Old.
That is something they made up.
Actually, ADD is under ADHD now. It's not two different diagnoses, but it's the awareness month for ADHD, and I think it's a special quote unquote diagnosis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What else is a month for? This is domestic violence month.
And breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
Domestic violence month. And a lot of people don't know, but the number one victim of domestic violence are men.
They don't.
Not number one, but it's very
high. Huh?
It's not number one, but it's pretty high. You know why it's not number one? Because it's not data. They don't report it, so it's not written down. It's not.
No, that's incorrect. It is number one. If I get beat up and I don't tell you about it, that don't mean I didn't get beat up. That just means that I ain't tell you about it. Men out here get domestic violence upon left and right, and the fact that ain't no data on it, that don't mean that it don't exist. That means that we get beat up and we just don't want to press charges on the woman that did it to us because we take it like a G. But it's still men is number one.
What?
Almost every man that you meet has been a victim of domestic violence.
Bueno,
again, almost every man that you met have been a victim of domestic violence. And almost every woman in some sort have been the part of and inflicted domestic violence against a man. For instance, Reverend Joe, have you ever hit a dude?
No, sir.
Never hit him.
No, my brother.
Huh?
My brother when I was a little
that's my point. That's my point. Exactly.
You're right.
Domestic, that's family. There it is. See that?
That means I was a victim because he also hit me when I was a little girl. So we both committed domestic violence.
Hey, what I want to do is I just came today to talk to somebody who's out there, especially those men who are victims. If you are a man and you're a victim of domestic violence, I feel you. I understand. I want you to know that you can go on and you can move on. I want you to know that does not define who you are. That was a moment of your life where you was a victim, but you're going to be the victor. What I want you to do is I want you to be able to overcome all the men out there under the sound of my voice. I'm speaking power, I'm speaking truth, and I'm speaking life into you because this month is your month to overcome domestic violence. No more.
That's right, Bueno. You give him encouragement. That's right. Same thing for women and for everyone that's being abused.
Do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Are
yeah.
you a survivor? Are you a surviving victim?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
That wasn't a fight back, was it? It was just
So I had the choice to either fight or flight, and I chose the option of flight.
Was it really intense, or was it just something that happened
and these
briefly?
things. Sip wanted me to take his deck of
Everything
what
everything
he
is
could do
intense.
and then carve out money in that
It was
sponsorship.
intense.
And
Yep, everything is intense.
So to our fellows out there, we're HDHD victims of domestic abuse and cancer awareness. It's their month, so it's, you know, I think it should be all year around. But I guess to remind people that there are people struggling out there. But with HDHD, we do have fun facts, and that's why I feel like it's not all bad. And actually, boys
you wanna know
suffer
something funny?
more of HDHD than girls. So that's actually a fact.
boys more than girls. Okay. I can see that. So do you think, in your professional opinion, is that based on misdiagnosis?
It
Because
could be.
boys are active, naturally active.
Yes, that's right. That's why I feel like sometimes that's a diagnosis that's misused so much in schools. Fun facts about HDHD is that a lot of people that are diagnosed with HDHD, and now mainly kids, they're very creative. They're very creative, and sometimes I feel like they're just bored and they need something to do. And in school, there's not enough staff, and so they're diagnosed with HDHD. And yeah, there's a lot of misdiagnoses. Absolutely right. But I do find them to be super creative, super beautiful hearts. There's something in particular about kids that suffer with HDHD or teenagers. They usually find in childhood that have those traits.
Really?
They're creative and they're very smart.
What is the difference between ADHD and just a child being routine hyper and stuff that's normal?
Well, if we're gonna talk about diagnosis, it's more the timing. So we go versus with the timing. So we observe the child, and if it's been for a length of a time, then they're diagnosed. But again, like Tuli asked, that question is a very important question because there's a lot of misdiagnosis with our children. I feel like that diagnosis with HDHD is being just thrown out there. Oh, your kid is super hyper. He has HDHD. Because as a matter of fact, you can grow out of HDHD. So I feel like it's something. Yeah, I feel like it was a diagnosis that was found for a behavior. Yeah, you can outgrow it with food, with exercise. You can come out of it, but usually they're super creative. It's just hard. People that have a hard time focusing.
What about, so that goes even into adulthood too, right? You can diagnose adults with that as well.
Yes, but they're usually found in childhood. That's why there's so many diagnoses in schools. But yeah, when adults can focus, I'm doing something, and then it's usually diagnosed as HDHD. But isn't it? We are now putting in the same category. ADD is in the same category as HDHD. It's just that ADD is like a calm kind of behavior where you're zoom out. HDHD is where you can't focus. It's like super hyperactivity.
I just feel like they ain't had that when I was coming up. You were just regular kids, you know?
Yeah. I think I had, if we were gonna diagnose this, I probably had it, but probably a lot of us had it, but it's not diagnosing, and it's their month. So just wanted to recognize that. I have a lot of kids that have HDHD.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand exactly what you mean. I definitely understand exactly what you mean. I know when it comes down to diagnosing people and getting everything situated, that's a lot. I think that ultimately sometimes if you need an excuse to abandon your responsibility, then that's always an excuse to be found and sought out as far as it comes to, being a parent and raising your kids and stuff like that. So
yeah. Well, for those that didn't know, the diagnosis, when we have a lot of special quote unquote special kids in school, you get more money, you get more grants, you get more money for those special kids. So it benefits the school. So sometimes kids do need it to be diagnosed and get that extra help, but sometimes the parents should be on top of that because they don't need it.
Tuli, what's your take on the ADHD?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts.
I would say I'm sure that there are a lot of people, a lot of kids that have been misdiagnosed. I'm sure of that. I'm sure that happens. That's with anything. Medical, actually. But I do believe that does happen. And now people using it for excuse. I don't know what the benefit will be of that unless you get a check from it. Not sure, but just to say that that's my AD. I mean, I don't know.
A lot of people say that, Tuli. A lot of people, I have ADHD and it's just because you can't focus, and if we go through the checklist, a lot of us will have it. Hard to focus, very creative, hyper, have to do certain things, a lot of things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So that's a decent point. ADHD is considered a neurological disorder, meaning directly related to an issue with the brain versus normal child development and behavior. Very, very good information. Thank you so much, Ms. Singletary.
Do they put the kid on that Ritalin? Is that what that Ritalin is for? Doesn't they put the kid on medication? Ritalin?
They will put if it's intense, they will put kid on medication.
Yeah, I had a relative that was on that medication. They had issues. They just need to get body slammed. That's all they needed, man. They hooked on all that medicine, all that stuff, but the medicine kind of left them in a vegetative state.
So what would
sometimes I'm around them, I can tell when they're on their medicine. Yeah, and sometimes the kids, side effects of that medicine and all that other stuff they do to them kids. Sometimes they just need a good behind whooping. That's all.
And what would that do? Just curious.
What would what do?
The body slamming or the butt whooping? What would that do?
Well, you the parent. You the one that did that to your kids. What did that do for your kids?
Excuse me?
I didn't slam my kids.
Oh, but you did the other stuff.
Not often.
Don't have me let them kids call in and talk about. Hold on, so you ain't never whoop your kids? Look at her smile.
Often.
Huh?
I didn't do it often.
What kind of routine frequency occurrences did you have your kids on?
It just wasn't often. I didn't do that all. Like I beat my kids all the time. Every time they got in trouble, no, that was not my testimony.
So your kids are pretty good, and your kids are really bad.
They were sneaky bad, sneaky stuff. They did stuff that you didn't. They were good with hiding, not that plain sight stuff. There wasn't a lot of that. No, it was a lot of hidden situations. So that's why they didn't get those whoopings until.
So in a year, how much did you whoop your kid in 1 year on average?
Probably, if I had to guess, maybe 3 to 4 times, maybe.
Oh, that ain't bad. But let me ask you this: what is your definition of the word whooping? Sometimes you could just slap somebody. You'll slap a kid and say that don't count as a whooping.
Yeah, it doesn't. Now,
come on.
But that's not a whooping. I mean, a whooping is like, okay, right. Well, you come pull the pants down, then do you do, but not do you do, but whoop your kid. But but that's right. Or keep them on and just hit them. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to just snatch you, yeah, that happened.
I agree. You don't have to. I got whooped once in my life, and I was.
I could tell. When I could tell. Sometimes when you talking like, yeah, she ain't get whooped. She might have got whooped the whole time of her life. Yeah, I could tell. Mm-hmm.
I was a good kid. I was a really good kid.
Well, that ain't my testimony, but nevertheless, I will say that every child in every situation is different. So I
Yeah.
imagine in parenting, it could be very stressful. As a matter of fact, I seen a particular clip about a particular parent, and I
Let's
wanted
see.
to share with y'all this parenting perspective. This is a young lady. She looked like she's might have been parenting for, I don't know, maybe about the last 7-8 years or so. And I think that she is now beginning to realize some of the challenges with parenting. So what I would like to do, I would like to share with y'all a particular clip of her parenting style.
Let's
For
see.
those of you who tuning in, this right here, I want you to just look. The only video I could find actually had someone on the side of it kind of commenting on the side. So I want you to kind of just tone that out in your mind and just actually look into the meat and potatoes of what this young lady is saying. That being said, let's take a closer look. Here we go.
That's all I want.
Oops. Wrong clip. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong clip. Little technical difficulties. But that's all right. It's working now. Here we go. This is her son. How old did that little kid look in y'all opinion? Probably about 7 or 8, maybe.
Yeah, 6, 7.
6 or 7. The headline says she doesn't want to be a mother anymore because her new boyfriend don't want a baby.
What?
Are you serious?
She doesn't want to be a mother anymore because her new boyfriend, he ain't having it. The new boyfriend ain't having it at all.
Okay.
So automatically you can kind of tell how this right here is going. Let's take a closer look. Here we go.
Wait, don't go in the house yet. Why not?
Hey, listen. Go on to just go sit on the porch. Hey, listen. What do you think you're doing?
I'm dropping them off. They're good. Listen, I met a younger guy, and he don't want no kids, and he don't want to, listen, he don't want to deal with them. And so I'm dropping these kids off so me and him can live our life. We want to travel. We want to explore the world. And I can't do that with kids. I can't.
I cannot
It's
believe.
time for me to be happy, and I just want to be happy and stress-free without these children. That's all I want.
Then you should ask me, baby.
I shouldn't have to ask. You're the grandparents.
It's respect, Angel. It's respect.
Well, I hope that you respect my decision on moving on with my life with my new man and no kids.
I'm not raising your kids.
Well, I'm not either.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not doing it. I'm just letting you know right now I'm not doing it. These are your
I'm tired of
It's getting heated.
being a single parent. I'm tired.
Okay, so that was part one.
All right. That's just a little clip, a little teenager little clip. What do y'all think about it? To put things in perspective, that was her grandmother. Well, that was her mother. That was the child's grandmother. And she was just basically dropping the kids off, dumping it on the grandmother, saying, hey, I got a new boyfriend. He don't want a kid. I'm dropping him off to you. I want to hear this from a woman's perspective. Let's start first with Resident Joe.
What do I think about what her behavior or overall about the situation?
Overall.
Irresponsibility. Very irresponsible mother. Somebody in the comments I think said not every mother deserves to be not every woman deserves to be a mother. I think we have to be more aware of our lives or our decisions. If we're not ready to have children, we should take accountability. We should not have children, because if she wasn't ready to have a child, she should have never had a child. So irresponsibility and then just wrong choices in life. If she was not ready to be a mother, she should have never had a child.
Tuli, what say you?
About I don't think that's real, but if it is people that think that way, that's sad. Now, if you're not ready to be a parent, I don't think you should have a child.
So let me ask y'all this question right here. I understand if you don't want to be a parent, you shouldn't have a child. But is it really just that easy? Is the decision in life really just that easy? Hey, you don't want to be a parent, don't have a child. Or is it a little bit more complicated than that? Come on, let's be real.
I mean,
accidents happen.
What's the complication?
Accidents happen.
Accidents happen.
So
accidents happen.
So you can be mature enough to understand that if you want to have sex, you need to protect yourself.
Protection is not 100% with preventative of having a baby.
Yeah, but that okay, in that situation is different, but I'm talking the majority of the times, usually, oh, I thought I loved him. Okay. I'm talking about majority of cases, right? If it's an accident, I understand, but usually it happens because you do not want to protect yourself. And you
So once the accident happens, then what?
You have to learn to become a mother, inform yourself, educate yourself.
So in her situation, the accident happened, and she clearly does not want to be a mother. And I can almost tell that that child is a victim of domestic violence. She's vocalized and made it clear that she does not want that child. And I'm pretty sure she's took her anger, frustration out. And I know she beat that child. I know she beat it.
Wait a minute. How do you?
How does he go from one thing to another?
Now, Dwayne.
What? Come on now.
No, seriously. How'd you get that?
All right, let me explain. First of all, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's look at this picture. We're looking at this picture right here. This is a picture of her son. That's a picture of her son. So in my mind, if the parent has already clearly stated, I do not want this child is ruining my life, you take this child from me because I don't want it, how do you think that child is going to be loved at home in her presence when she's all around? You don't think that child's going to be possibly be a slight bit neglected? Talk to me. Let's be honest. Look at that child.
But let's go one question at a time. First, you ask, what do you think about in this kind of situation when parents don't want to be a parent? And now you're saying the child is in domestic violence. Where do we go? Domestic violence, or is a parent ready to be a child, a parent or not?
So in this situation, it's obvious that the parent no longer desires to be a parent.
Okay, so what was your first question that you asked that Thule did not answer?
No, I was actually answering Thule's question. Thule was saying basically, how in the world did I arrive to the conclusion that I'm suggesting, and that's how I'm arriving to that conclusion that this child's a victim of domestic violence, because I'm asking myself those questions that I just asked publicly. Those are the questions that I ask myself in my mind. And when you ask yourself those questions, obviously that's how you can arrive to that answer, that child is being neglected. This video in itself is a form of child neglect.
Right. He's walking by himself.
Oh my gosh. This little boy don't like he's neglected. His shirt looks like
okay. All right. Stop. All right. Here's the video. I'm just going to play the first 10 seconds. This is the little boy walking. He's standing right next to the car, and he hears mom says what?
Hey, babies. Wait, don't go in the house yet. Why not? Hey, listen. Just go sit on the porch. Hey, listen. What do you think you're doing?
I'm dropping them off for good.
I'm dropping him off for good. The child is right there. His mama saying, I'm dropping you off for good. You know, the child already knows that his mom don't want him. The actions are already there. Now the grandmother is just recording it and putting it on tape.
Okay. So what if the mother wants to avoid domestic violence and it decided to drop off the child in grandma's house so that she can avoid hitting this child because she doesn't want him? Now, is it mental abuse? That's the different story. Yeah, it's traumatizing the child, definitely.
I agree with what you're saying.
But okay. But you saw okay.
Thule, you already got a bad record for trying to defend the wrong type of women now. You already tried to defend that one from last time. Don't do this now. Don't do it.
I have a record of defending against assumptions. I defend that, sir.
That is
now an assumption would be if I saw this girl in the grocery store and I start assuming all this. I'm basing my opinion based on facts that the grandmama posted this video live and what the lady said. That's what I'm going after. So ain't no assumption going on. We going on what the lady said. We heard it from the root to the fruit.
Okay, but we don't know that there's been domestic violence yet, right?
They did something to the boy. Oh my gosh.
All right, so let's go on what Resident Joe says. We don't know if there's domestic violence yet. Let's go on what you said. That means that this is the first time ever in the whole life that she came to her mom with this. Do you believe that this is the first time ever that she came into her mom with a conflict about her child?
She didn't have a come about her child. She just didn't want to take her.
Do you think this is the first time the grandmother was ever made aware that the daughter don't want the child? The child 8 years old and out the blue, she been a good mother for 8 years, and all of a sudden the grandmama say, let me meet her on the curb, pull out my camera to record this whole conversation.
Well, we don't know, so we can't assume.
You know what? We're going to stop using that word consume. Assume. Put it like this. I'm not assuming. I am presuming. Is it okay to presume? How about that?
You could presume.
I ain't assuming. I'm presuming. How about that? How y'all like that? In the chat, presuming. That's what we doing over here. We not assuming. We presuming. Yes, sir. Okay, what you got to say about that word?
It could be.
Okay. Well, I guess.
But can we watch the video though, so that we can actually see? Maybe you're right, but I just want to watch facts.
What do you say? You want to watch the video again?
We haven't finished watching it.
Yeah, that was it. Just that little clip. That's all I wanted to share with just that little clip.
Well, here's Tony. That's great because now we have another opinion about the situation.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome. Y'all hit the cash out.
I've been on the show. What's going on?
Hello.
Listen to Love Doctor trying to ask if the kid abused. Kids abused anyway today. I mean, that's what people at in general. When you're looking at people, that's the mental state of people. It's less responsibility, more and no accountability. That's the problem today in the world. You know, people can lay on their back, but they're not willing to step up to the bat after it's done. He won't let the whole video play.
Exactly.
We had a whole video, so we had the whole video. Stop it from control.
I don't have the whole video. This is just a snippet of a different film. I don't have the extra video.
I pull more of the video that show what
all I have is what I have. I couldn't find the original video, but I wanted to share that source because it's only like a little that's like a minute or two clip that I could find. Just to at least talk about the conversation when we were talking about it. For all those y'all just tuning in, we're talking about ADHD. I forgot what it means. Well, I ain't forget what it means. I never knew what the acronym means, but Resident Joe explained what the acronym meant. And we're talking about this month is also Domestic Violence Month as well as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So what I was doing is I was honing in on domestic violence, showing how the kids are also victims of domestic violence, oftentimes in these different relationships, and they're often labeled as being ADHD, when the actuality is they're just a victim of an unhealthy home. But if you like me to, if you want me to replay the portion that I have, I can go and replay that.
Yeah, somebody said there's 4 parts to that video.
It might be 12 parts. I don't know. I just seen the little clip, but I can replay it if you want me to replay it. Are y'all saying you want me to replay it? That's what you're saying, Resident Joe?
Yes, please, so that Tony can see.
All right, one moment. Here we go.
Hey, babies. Wait, don't go in the house, Shane. Why not? Hey, listen. Go on to just go sit on the porch. Hey, listen. What do you think you're doing?
I'm dropping them off. You're good. Listen, I met a young guy. He don't want no kids. And he don't want to deal with them. And so I'm dropping these kids off so me and him can live our life. We want to travel. We want to explore the world. I can't do that with kids. I can't.
I cannot believe.
It's time for me to be happy, and I just want to be happy and stress-free.
It's about a man.
You already know.
When she said I want to be happy, I already know she dropped her statement. She can't have a relationship for the kid.
Angel, it's respect.
Well, I hope that you respect my decision on moving on with my life with my new man and no kids.
What I told you, I ain't even know that. I told you.
Well, I'm not either.
Well, I
That's
don't know
what it
what to
was.
tell
He
you
don't be
because I'm not doing
bothered.
it.
The
I'm
kid
just
is
letting you know
blocking.
right now I'm not doing it. These are your
I'm tired. I'm tired of
It's getting heated.
being a single parent. I'm tired.
Okay, so that was part one. There's part two.
I just sent you a video. You up, Boston, for clarification.
So yeah, you spot on. It's definitely about a man. She got a new
Yeah.
man. You were spot on,
She don't
100%.
have no tears. She just want the man, and the kid is blocking that relationship. She want him gone. So she unstable. People who know her already knew what type of person she was on judgment and responsibility. These are things that people have to look at that's in the dating world. You got to look at people, how well they keep up their responsibility, what end when you go to make sure your responsibility is being met. A lot of times people don't look at that again in a relationship. They just look at, oh, we talk, we laugh, we have a good time. All that little jiggly boo junk is fine and cute, but it plays out when you get in a real lockdown relationship like marriage or having kids, or just like her, she liked that guy well enough to have a baby by him, but not enough to stay in a relationship with him and stand by him after.
Facts.
But when she looked at that kid really holds up and she could be somewhere else, he got somebody, and she's being held back, get rid of the kid. That makes her marketable, and she got, I don't have no kids, I'm free. But she gonna get knocked up again. She'll be in the same situation. She'll be a quit on another man. She'll quit on another child. I'll let her come back to pale. Everybody's stressed. Everybody going through. I mean, that's what you do. The average person doesn't use logic. They use stupidity in the situation, and you deal with it later on in life. When that kid grows and that kid won't forget, and that kid throws it back in her face, and that kids hate her. That son grows up and becomes successful from the hurts that he's gained from how his mom is treating him. And when she look at where she's at, because I'm like, clearly it's a dead end. Her relationships are all dead end. Because a guy should look at her. You'll get rid of your kid to be with me. Are you really? I'm not. You're not a lady he looking to marry. You're not a lady he looking to raise kids and have kids with. He knows I knock you up. I'm gonna leave you to get somebody else. You'll do it to my kid. So she's gonna be just a whore round.
Now, let me ask you this: in your opinion, is it safe to presume that the child may already be experiencing some form of neglect?
Does he seem it? I mean, I think the neglect, he'll. I mean, what we'll call neglect, I wouldn't call neglect. I don't think he's been beaten. He might be neglected as far as the nurturing care, but that's every child, practically today. If you go by their standards. So when I look at neglect, is he missing meals? Possibly, I wouldn't put that on him. Is he missing having clothes? No, it's just the fact she look at, I need you gone because I want to live up here naked. He complaining. Man, he always here. We can't do nothing. That's how he get her to get rid of it. It's every situation he can't do because that kid there. When she put on the kid, she dropped him out, she turned, she knows why. She tired of hearing his mouth saying what they can't do, and he's the hold up. That's what the guy told. She realized she has a sorry man. Because we come into a relationship with a woman and there's a kid there, you already have to prepare yourself to look at this is a unit. You cannot split the unit up. So when a man comes to you and you're a woman with a child, he already has to know this is a unit. I have to coexist in this unit, with this unit. This unit can't be broken up so we can exist. Because if it can be done for us to exist, it can be done when our kid comes and we decide we're not compatible anymore. We've grown, we changed. These are all signs people look at her and women, men who are very indecisive, to get the opportunity to sit down and look at where are you really at in your judgment calls.
I got the video that you sent over to me. I haven't watched it, but I'm going to go ahead and play the video file that you sent over to me. Here we go.
We got it from one of our viewers, Lachey. Appreciate it.
3 kids that you had because you're disrespectful. You just come over here and just drop them off.
I have to ask you to watch your grandchildren.
No, you're not talking about watching. You just told me I was gonna have to raise them.
I have to ask you to raise your grandchildren.
Oh my God,
they're your grandchildren.
Oh my
responsibility.
I can't even believe I'm hearing this from you right now. I cannot believe that you actually think that I'm supposed to say it's okay that I'm just gonna just give up my life.
She's done it a moment before.
To raise 3 kids and not even mine. I raised you all, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not
That makes sense. All I'm a quarter, huh?
So you can forget that. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
What's she saying?
you did not raise us.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind,
Oh.
I can just drop off. You raise your grandchildren. You can do it better than I can. I can't do it.
I want you to hear me when I say this.
I hear you, but
I am not raising your 3 kids. I am
Really?
not keeping them today. I'm not keeping them tomorrow. Matter of fact, this is all your responsibility from this point on. You should have thought about that after you had the first one, and
Yep.
then the second one, and then you said, now you got 3.
Goodness gracious, good googly moogly. I ain't know all that.
Well,
She got 3 on.
I
mean,
you said one. And then I saw the bottom was saying kids, and one of the listeners applied said those kids. I'm like, why is he saying kids? Because you start off with 1. That's why you need the whole video. You were just showing the son. But she had 3. Again, this is where it's at. That's why it makes sense. He let them know. She's knowing that's why they can't go out. Because that's why we can't have them because of them. And I'm telling him he's saying that because he's living off of her. When you came into the relationship, how many was it? How this is something women don't do a lot of times, okay? They don't look at, first of all, this is key for women. Get married, just key components. When you meet a man and a man is not standing on his own already by himself, why is he gonna do better with you? This just common sense stuff. You never seen her perform at a high level. You never seen her perform and handle business consecutively, consistently. What are you expecting? This is being honest. I'm sure those kids are not 3 by the same man. Women are.
Don't assume. Don't assume.
No, I'm sure.
Don't assume. No, I'm saying that because they just beat me up about assuming.
I was listening. I was on here.
Can you hear me? Yes or no?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
All right, because I've been trying to say something, but it's just I don't know. So let me ask you a question. Let's get to really what women deal with. How do women feel when they are single mothers, and how do they control those emotions without outbursting or being, outlandish and saying, listen, I want to go out and live my life, but I have this child. And they see the father out there in society living it up on Instagram, on Facebook.
That's a good question.
And they stuck at home. How many years do they deal with that until they because the only weapon that they have is child support.
No, they don't want. They can say he hit me. I was lying. He raped me. They got
violence. They be lying on the men. Yep. They got
abuse. They created. This ain't the truth. Women created organizations to protect them when they want to kill men.
Preach.
It's opportunity. There are chances and not opportunity, but there are instances where women are really abused, and that man need to be under prison. I'm not going to justify it. I used to be a woman abuser. No, not justifiable. I don't care what they did, not justifiable. Unless you struck and you hitting back. That wasn't the case most of the time. But the thing becomes is this: they make these organizations up because it gives them another latch to hold a man. And what makes a man leave him is no man wants to be with you under a threat. No man wants to be with you under, I'll call the police. Oh, why would you want anybody under the assumption of, I'll call the police, you leave, I'll call your parole officer. You don't have a man. You're not even a human being. When you're a human being, you exist off of the fact of we agree to do. We're compatible. When you want to ask how long should a woman go and the man be going out and the woman be left behind with the kid, as long as the chicken had been doing it with the rooster.
Facts.
The rooster does not trade out to sit on the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
The rooster goes out, then the rooster gets the chicks, the hens pregnant. Well, the hens can have adopted the rooster. But the chicken gets pregnant from the rooster, and that's how the thing keeps generating and going. Am I justifying a man to do what he's doing? Not at all. A man should be a father to his kids. A man should be responsible to his obligations. But a lot of times, if you look at these situations, These are piss poor decisions of women because women are so adamant about, I need a man, I want a man, I'm going to pay the fly of my life, or I'm getting old. And they don't look at, if you cannot exist by yourself, how can you exist with me? I'm getting you, you have debt, you're sorry, you're lazy, you're no good. What's going to change when we get together? It don't make, it's not logical. It doesn't make sense. Why is it so hard to say, let me see you exist. Let me see you make a decision. Yes, a person can fall, but you ain't stood none of your life. That makes no sense. What's going to be this miraculous break? Wake up. Piss poor men are created by bad mothering and bad relationships.
Bad
If no woman will accept them, then he has to change.
Well, it starts with, I don't want to be the person promoting, but it starts with womb management.
Facts. Come on, boy. Preach now. Yes, sir.
But even with womb management.
Your version, Dwayne, please.
If they don't open it.
However, Sharath,
hold on. Allow Alex
the love
to talk.
doctor
Go
said
ahead.
that there's accidents that happen.
He was
and
talking.
No such
he
thing
was
as
in the middle of a
womb
sentence. Now
management.
let the man preach. Let him finish preaching.
Just saying.
All I'm saying is, from the book Womb Management written by Dwayne Tillman, if the woman does not open the leg, let's just break it from its simplest form. In a relationship, let's be honest. Once the man gets the goods, it's nothing to fight for. I mean, it's downhill from there. And without a commitment, it's over. And then you do it 3 times, 3 children. Come on.
We don't know if she's divorced or her
It
husband.
doesn't. No, she's not divorced. If she's not divorced. When you
We're trying to save.
she's not divorced. That's not. Come on, Troy. Stop defending these hoes
We're
again.
trying to save these people.
You go right back to hoe defending.
Come on now. Stop it. Stop it.
You go right back to hoe defending.
How can I say this lady is a whore? Nor can I say she was not married. Something could have happened with children. Y'all are just assuming. Y'all made her one.
First of all, we're not assuming. We are presuming. There's a difference. Look it up.
That's still wrong.
Okay, but I would like to know how Sharath came out with the conclusion that she is not divorced. How can you tell?
Oh, you want me? You asking me? You asking Reggie to tell you how I know she ain't divorced?
Yes.
Because she stated in her document, I'm tired of being a single parent.
Facts. Come on now. Facts.
Hold on. Stop. Smitty, stop yelling. Smitty, if you just stop yelling, let me talk. Thank you, Wusa. Thank you. She said, I'm tired of being a single parent. I want to go on and live my life. Because she was divorced during divorce proceedings. They will already have a custody situation on you have it this weekend, that weekend, this month, that month, this holiday. So I know off the rip, that's not the case because she gave the mother the kids. I would have just took them to my ex-husband. Hey, I'm done. It happens before. When a mother is tired, they drop them off to the ex-husband. If that don't happen, they're going to drop them off to the mama. But, I mean, come on, let's not be stupid. You know the lady like
That is true. Now, even though she's divorced, she could have left him because it was because of domestic violence, divorce. Why would I drop my kids off to a lady who I could not live with?
So let me ask you a question. Why did she drop her kids off, Smitty? Let me ask you that. Why?
I'm saying that. I'm just saying, but I'm not defending that part. My part is of defending the fact that y'all saying that she's a whore and she might have 3 baby daddies. We are not considering the fact, men and women, not considering the fact she still could be divorced, but because I divorced this man because he was not a good person.
So are we gonna act crazy? Are we gonna act crazy? Smitty, yep. Let's stop changing the goal. Let's stop moving the goalpost. Let's keep the facts. Yes, you are. Let's keep the facts. Let's keep the facts. The facts.
Okay.
Is she single right now? Is she single?
She is the one that brought the kids, yes. And she said,
Okay, is she single? Has she been married before?
I don't know.
Okay. The reason she dropped her kids off to the mother because she said she wants to live her life, right?
Right.
Yep, that's what she said.
Okay.
Dwayne.
Why? When did her life stop become living? When did she stop living? Once you had the child. Because now a child comes into play. Now you have to take care of this child. How did she have the child? She opened her legs for somebody that wasn't married. Am I calling her a hoe because she had sex before marriage? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she made a mistake. So now she has to live with that first child. She did it a second time.
Second time.
She had a second time. So now life was worth living when she was by herself. She had one. Now she has two. Now she did it a third time. Some point you have to come in your mind and say, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
Not wearing a rubber.
No, what she did wrong is she didn't realize she should have learned the first 3 times that you can get pregnant from swallowing semen.
But you have situations
What is going
where you
on
have
with you?
It's almost 10 o'clock, and you know how we get with 2 mics in the mind to 10.
But
you have
it's 9:18. He done lost it.
He working early because you know he got to get to his boo boo and his bedtime.
Yeah, I've been off for the past 3 weeks.
But you have that man been what? He ain't touched himself for 3 weeks. That's nasty. But anyway, really, all I'm saying is you have situations where couples are supposed to be married and then they had to separate. That's understandable. But this young lady right now is struggling, because of she put herself in that situation. And you know where she learned it from? Her mother.
Facts. Because she even called her mama out on it.
Yeah, that's
there you
true.
go.
That's
there you
true.
go. You got to
it's generational.
She learned it from her mother.
Yeah.
Now her mother is saying, "Hold on, I'm not doing this shit." Well, hold on, mom. What did you do? Hold on, mom. How was your situation? So you gotta, in order for us to solve these problems, all I'm just saying, we got to get to the root of these problems and not get away from it. So other people that deal with it, they know how to deal with it. Wound management.
Facts.
That's not paid promotion.
Facts. So you know what? Let's go even deeper because we're to the point now. What I
You
want
be
people
hating,
to realize,
what you protecting these hoes. I'm sorry, I thought I was gonna be. Goodness.
Here's a question I have for the panel. The question I have for the panel is this. This is more so headed towards repair. Can this situation be repaired? If so, how does one repair themselves after they made the accidents? I made the accidents in my past. It's happened. I'm here now. What must one do to repair the situation?
Apparently, there's nothing they can do.
Hey, listen.
And a dog.
That girl got her some. That girl got her some good ditty, and that man said, "Hey, listen to me. Listen, this what happened now.
What about me? Wow.
Hey, that girl got her some. That girl got some good ditty, and after that man said, "Hey, now, you can't keep doing that to these kids." She said, "Wait 1 minute, pack them up." She got him in the car. And she went straight to grandma's house. I gotta do it. Hey, I gotta make a choice.
He done got an ultimatum. And she knew she couldn't take him to the daddy because that's why she didn't take him. She took him to her mom.
It was over.
Because she was looking at they could still be taken care of. And her end was dead.
Didn't take him there.
Why she didn't take him there? Because she looked at
Yeah,
she a hoe to be the guy right there. Women I went with a hoe. Some hoe handling my kid. My kid called some other hoe mama, but they call their own. They call my mama. It's not a problem. Women a lot of times their end they'll be more vindictive. Men I have that end. Hey, I don't want no man.
There you go.
My kid looking on another nigga. I don't want another nigga touch my kid. Call my kid. My kid call him daddy.
I'm with Tuli.
This is the problem become.
They right.
Mom irresponsible. Her mother, no doubt, let her become an irresponsible young girl who got rid of her kids. Her kids were raised by their grandmama, but she resents the fact that her mother was not that didn't raise her. Now she looks at getting her mother back because she's selfish like her mother. She had the same character as her mother. Her selfishness have put her to where, okay, I'm gonna stick my kids back on you.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't
what
get
you did to me.
Get now.
Yep.
Like you said, you didn't raise her, raise them. And she think that justify the stupidity of her mother. She needs help. This is how the world functions. Let me tell y'all something truthful.
Talk to him.
There's not a person that's not dysfunctional in some type of order. What we call dysfunctionality is not always what people mess up. Somebody say you dysfunctional. The first thing we do is we revert back to I'm not retarded. And we want to fight, we want to argue because no one wants to sit down and be practical. Her logic, based off of how she was raised, and she's looking at having a relationship. Every human has the same components: the love, the hate, the cry, the tears, the laugh. It's putting all of these emotions in a perspective. Alex makes me mad. I'm finna kill Alex. What did he do? He stepped on my shoe. My toe hurt. A new shoe was damaged. Is it logical to kill Alex? Because no. But we react off of the emotion and don't know how to put the judgments in different places. I have a relationship I'm in. I really like this guy. Hypothetical her position. I have kids. It's not practical to do what he wants. It's not practical for me and him to do what he's trying to do. That means this relationship is not good. She doesn't know how to put that in the proper perspective with the emotion. Her emotion has driven her to an illogical decision. The rational said, get rid of the kids. He can't see she is a dysfunctionality when it comes down to a relationship. That's why she has 3 kids. None of the guys married her. That's why she's in the situation. Now we have to work on teaching people, do different events to each other. Just do something and say, what's the judgment call for this? I don't know, run over my car. Not logical. People just got to be taught. When you make these decisions, this is what you have to. You can't just tell them. You got to kind of walk them through and make sure they understand it. I have a shirt on. It says, teaching is dope. My goal is to get my students high. And that's by giving them knowledge. Teaching is dope. I get people high. Off of knowledge. It's just explaining to people, not putting them in a category where they feel like they're certain titles you give people, it makes them feel isolated and people looking at me, so they become defensive and fight you versus embracing the information. I'm good.
That's true. So what I want to do is
hold on. Before you do that, I just want to point out the fact of Resident Joe's hatred, because she hated on me that I understood and I saw and I knew how the lady was divorced without a PhD and
facts.
I just want to point that out. I caught that hate, man. I caught it. I saw it and I caught it.
You know what? And the reason she did it is because what you do, Boston, is you don't
love
assume,
doctor,
you
love
presume.
doctor, love doctor. The reason
No.
First of
Take
all,
this note. Take this teaching lesson.
Hold on, sir.
Presume implies more confidence or evidence-backed reason. An assumption suggests there's little evidence supporting your guess. Here at Two Mics and a Mind, we don't assume, we presume. Yes,
that's right.
But love doctor.
Because you know what happened when you assume, right?
That's right.
We break it down.
But Shareth Bostic, love doctor, presumed that this situation was an accident and there was no such thing as wound management. So that's why I was asking. And now all of a sudden he's changing his idea. He said there's no way she could have controlled to have 3 kids. So now you're
That's
saying
not what I said. What you want to make certain is you don't misquote people. What you want to do is don't be out here passing out misquoting people. That ain't what I said. If you don't say what I'm gonna say, you got to tell it all. Don't tell half of it, twist the other way that you said. If you misunderstood what I said and asked for it, see the problem is you're leaning to your own understanding. Around here, Two Mics of Mind, we cannot be leaning to our own understanding. You can't do that. Next thing I want to do is I want to provide a little bit of clarity for this young lady out here, because you know what? This young lady could possibly be out here watching us right now. And young lady, what I want to do, I realize the decisions that you made in the past, but the question is, what can you do today? And today, what I want to do is I want to hip you to the game, because I understand the way that men thinks. What you got to understand is when the man, let me back it up. There's stages of relationships, and a stage that a lot of women are not aware of is the stage of the relationship called the dismount, the exit. The dismount and the exit. What we talking about now is the young man who told you, hey, you know, you got too many kids, get rid of the kids. What he's really trying to do, he's trying to break up with you and trying to dump you. He's on the dismount level of the stage. You've already had the sex, and now he's ready to go. So he's giving you these excuses, hoping that you'll be like, you know what? Well, I need a man who's gonna accept me for my kids. He ain't expecting you to be like, I got rid of the kids. This right here is an exit. A dismount is what he's trying to do. I know because I done did it before. His go-to is I don't want the kids. My go-to is I don't believe in Jesus. Whenever I'm dating a girl and I'm ready to go, I say, you know what? I don't even believe in Jesus. And when I tell her that, boom, out the way, dismount. There we go. 2 mics of the mind. Come on now. Tuli, what you think about that?
Tuli.
You better tell her when she already in the car with the gas on the floor. And you on the outside of it.
Come on, Reverend Joe, Tuli. I want to hear the woman's perspective on the game. Now I just gave y'all the game.
Tuli's not gonna say nothing because she's trying to defend the I don't want to call the word, but that's what she's on.
But we do have to look at both perspectives. Like we do have to agree at the fact that we don't know this woman. We don't know what she's going through. Is she wrong? Absolutely, she is wrong. Now we don't know what she's going through or what she's been through. How did she get to that mentality and that way of thinking? So we have to kind of look at both perspectives. And for me, I would want to look at both perspectives. I do feel
I don't care. I don't care. I could care less. That's why I care less. Let me talk. I'm sorry. Let me tell you why I care less. Whatever the woman going through, she's dealing with it. She's going to eventually find this show. We need to give her the help on why she's in the situation. There's people that's watching into this show that's dealing with the same thing as we speak. Feeling lonely, got to take care of kids, and still trying to survive when their other source is living their best life. How do they deal with the pressure and their current state?
Okay,
that's who I care about.
I understand that
y'all did all this about whores. She should have kept her legs closed.
True.
Maybe
which is true.
All this.
True.
So,
true.
Are the same people that's going to accept this help? You think they turned off already, or they?
Listen.
Thank you.
The
only way a person can accept a help is when you understand them. They're like, okay, I see where you're coming from. I understand you. I hear you. Let's find a solution.
Now, I will agree that a woman does control the fact whether she's going to have a baby or not. I really do agree with that. I do agree with that. You control exactly what's going to happen in that relationship sexually.
Right.
I do agree with that. And I do agree that, sometimes we make bad choices and we have to deal and move on from our choices.
Smitty, when are you going to get on the offense? When?
Exactly. Quit talking out.
This is what I ask for you. This is what I ask for you. The aged women ought to teach the younger women.
Hey,
I need you to come on this show for once in your life, Smitty, and get on here and tell them, hey, listen, man, what you doing is wrong. This is how we need to do this. You always defending.
I can correct, I can still help, but I don't have to dog them. I don't have to kick them.
Right. I'm not asking you to dog. I'm just asking you.
I know you don't ask me to do it because you guys handle that part. That's y'all. That's what y'all do. I ain't gonna. I said it's right. I said that it's not right. But I ain't gonna call you no whore because you're doing something wrong.
I didn't call her a hoe. I just said Smitty is a hoe defender. If you put her in the category, that's it. That is what it is. That is what it is.
I got a question.
He's a whole defender.
She's a whole defender. Anytime, President Joe, anytime that it comes down to this, she right there.
She is.
She right there.
You right.
Hey, on the hole.
She is. She ain't never said that hoeing is wrong. She never said that it's wrong to be a hoe. You never said
defend. You know what she do? As soon as she's ready to defend, you know what she do? I like she don't know.
Say it's wrong.
It is wrong. What the fuck?
All right. Dr. Joe, let me hear you say it. Dr. Joe, let me hear you say it. Say it's wrong.
Dr. Joe defend the holes from an educational standpoint.
You need to breathe in and out. From the beginning,
Dr. Joe defend the holes from an educational standpoint with these big words and situations. We don't know.
Shara, if you were here at the beginning, I said that.
Oh, now you want to throw me under the bus? I'm late. Wrong for that. You wrong for that.
Hold on. What I'm saying is that in the beginning, I said that at the beginning, Tuli, didn't I say that women should take accountability and she should control the fact that to have kids? And that's when the love doctor was like, well, what if accidents happen? I said, well, but what about your womb management book? I should have said that, but I didn't.
She didn't say that.
She didn't say
that.
You got ADHD, girl. You hear stuff in your mind now. You see that?
She caught herself. She caught herself.
That's why I said I should have said that, but I didn't. But
no,
Shara,
you said I said womb management book, which I should have said. So you didn't say it.
That was she all over the place.
All over the place. She was wrong, and she should take accountability. And there's women like a comment was there that there are mothers there are women that shouldn't be
hit
mothers.
The like button, subscribe, catch out.
But I don't expect y'all to get this. I don't expect y'all to understand because y'all have never been in a position. Y'all a woman. You've never been a whore. I have. No good thing.
You've never been a whore. Maybe they have. Maybe they haven't.
You've never been called a whore. I don't care how many people you don't slept with. You've never been called a whore. If I slept with 2 people, I'm called a whore. So if y'all, yes, recovering whore. Yes.
Well, actually, the love doctor said that he's been with a lot of women and he just leaves.
Point of information.
I beg your pardon.
That place. That's where I'm coming from because I know the kind of person I was. Just that don't make you're a bad person because you did make bad decisions. So I'm coming from that place. I don't expect you to
point of information.
Well, you just had multiple sex partners, not a whore.
Madam Chair, point of information.
The thing you gotta remember is this: when you look at it from a standpoint of why those names come in, you don't find it written biblically for disgracing or calling a man down for sleeping with women. Mm-hmm. So when people look at it chauvinistic or whatever, you look at even from the writings, where it allowed a man to have multiple wives, but never allowed a woman to have multiple husbands. Mm-hmm. Society looks at when a man owns a piece of land, that's his land. Years ago, when people had land, they didn't lease land out. It was his. He don't want to dug that land. He don't want to plant it. He don't want to pluck it. Today, women look for excuses to try to always cover up and never maximize. They can criticize the man, but they'll protect themselves or protect the entity or the sanctity of womanhood. Women have to be taught and shown about being. You can't tell me a woman. How you tell your writings? When you look at writings, the writers come down and teach everybody. Written by a man, came from the superior, the Most High. We all play a part in assisting one another. You can't help people when you're not truthful with them, and you keep trying to kid around with words. You got to give it to people in a way to where they can comprehend it. If things aren't made to look bad, then why would people just turn away from it? If drugs don't look bad and harmful and dangerous, why would people turn away from them? When you get something that's bad, you have to have a high penalty toward it. You have to have criticism to it. You have to have a name that frames it so you can get people to get away from it. Like a man, they say, man, quit doing that, man. You're a faggot. So what do you mean to do?
Stop doing that.
Because you're like, I know what that title means. And when you said that, that makes me have to look and say, whoa, if I'm doing something in this category, stop it now. Man, what you doing with that on, man? You gay? Oh, stop. This looks gay. I don't want to wear it anymore. I'm angry at myself. I missed it. I'm angry at the person who said it, but I have to look at, I put myself in this situation. So when you don't properly title things, then people can't continue to do them. She has 3 kids due to her willingness to put herself out there. 1, okay, mistake, still ain't justified. 2, come on. 3, come on. Now dump them and go. The only problem with her is she's irresponsible. She's always been irresponsible. When she don't get her way, she gets out of stuff.
You're right.
Her mother, let me dump it on you. Matter of fact, you ain't raised me.
Mm-hmm.
Women will tend to do that. They will blame everyone else for their past.
Yep.
Anybody plays victim, the woman plays victim more than anybody. I was scarred by a man. My dad. You know how many people exist without a father?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know how many people exist in life with an injury or rape or something? They're like, when they're raped, it's not. You think as a man, if you've been molested, where you think that puts you at?
Right.
Typically, women are molested by a man.
Mm-hmm.
Men aren't often molested by women. So you have a double negative on top of that. So a lot of times people are not fair or willing enough to sit and watch to say, wow, I really haven't been fair. I try to play the victim all the time. And I look to just throw back out versus take responsibility for my actions. If society rolls that no one takes responsibility, let's just get rid of the jails. Because nobody's to blame. It doesn't make sense to have a court system, a jury, and a judge and a trial if no one's responsible for anything. She has to take responsibility. Women in general have to take responsibility because you guys will cover to continue to further a more detrimental situation. And if one of those kids are a girl, then we're going to see this same video some years from now.
That's tight. That's tight.
Mother already created the situation. Grandmama.
That's tight. And I'm glad you brought that point. I'm glad you brought that point. Because unlike Resident Joe, I don't have a PhD in whatever she has a PhD in. But I do have a PhD in research. I do believe that. And Smitty, you can swallow that spit that's in your mouth because it's about to go down.
What?
So anyway, back to this point. I'm just looking at some data. This data says the average woman with 3 children, do you know how old they say that they are?
In their 20s.
25. Thank you.
I ain't
25,
I already know.
23, 24.
She's in her 20s. You can look at her and tell that she's in her 20s, early 20s.
Woman with 2 children, 41, 43. So, and when I'm looking at it, I'm like, hold on, what in the world?
They're getting them out fast, man.
Yeah, so it's like it's something being taught early because something's not being corrected. This is coming right out of high school.
Let me tell you something about that help further that.
Yep.
Sometime in conversation, mama want her friend, her girlfriend. Daughter want to be her mama girlfriend. The quickest way to do it is to have a baby. She grown now. They'll say they won't agree. Mama want a girlfriend to hang out with. What's better than her daughter? Daughter grows up fast, she can be mama friend, then she got her daughter, she get them out. The logic to the whole science of it is mothers are not sending out their daughter. Let's get the man out the way. To the daughters, how many mothers can say they're actually sitting down with the daughters and really instructing them?
Right.
Really, I'm really enforcing the reasoning behind why. Because I screwed up because of bad decisions, because of so many women have
right.
You know, it's the man. Because your dad is sorry. He a no good nigga. Everything we're going to, let's take them out of the equation. Our women should be a whole lot better for the fact that the no good sorry man is not in the home. And all of our smart, bright, futuristic, intelligent women are here with our kids. Please tell me why we got so many of them failing.
That's a great point.
It is. You ran us down. We're not there. We're not doing. You doing everything. With you doing everything, why do we have so many of our kids in prison? We should have less. Which means when you look, Bosh, do me a favor. Can you find out the statistic of how many?
Absolutely.
Now, of when fathers were primarily in the home, what was the percentage of our kids in jail? Now we're in a sense, what, the 2000? These women dropped out late night. How many kids we got in jail? The kids overload the prisons. Who are raised by who? Women. Now it's sorry daddy. What about your decision in late? How you didn't see this nigga was sorry for you laid with him? Cause women just want a penis. Y'all can see these guys ain't no good.
That's all they want.
Over there.
That's all they want. Go ahead, say something, Dr. Joe. Talk to them.
These men,
talk that talk.
They see the flaw, they see the problem, and they'll still keep going. The man make the same stupid situation. He see the situation. He see she lying. He see she doing things. He continues to keep going because he feel like this the best of best what he gonna get. It's too many bad decisions. It's better to be by yourself and be safe than to be trapped up with somebody and you can't ever get a loop because that person ain't gonna die.
Resident Joe, truly, y'all talk to us. I want to hear y'all. Go ahead, talk to us.
I agree. From the beginning, I said that she was incorrect. I agree with everything he's saying. As a matter of fact, from what Tony is saying, if I'm not mistaken, single men that are raising children are doing a better job than single women that are raising children.
Is he doing as much emotionally as a woman can do? No, but he's keeping it solid. Where they know he knowing. Listen, when a male lion has to hunt and protect, he looks at I'm pissed. I don't have time to mess around because everything's against him. He doesn't have anything to cover him. His look alone already intimidates that it's hard for him to track to eat. So when he looking at, I gotta raise and I gotta get out here and I gotta fight and I gotta get. I can't give you all the emotion that a woman can give you, but I can give you all the protection. I give you all the rules and regulations and tell you about what not. A single father is going to do more talking with, they ain't saying single women don't, about raising. If he's a single parent, he's going to have a lot of talking about stuff don't do and stuff he screwed up on. That's guaranteed. If I got any single fathers out there raising kids, tell me if I'm right or wrong. They're going to talk to them on, listen, son, I made these stupid mistakes. If it's daughter, they're going to tell, listen, you don't need no man like this. Listen to me when I'm telling you, okay? He's gonna she gonna lead him. She gonna lead her. Listen, she knows her sister is on the prowl to take advantage of some unsuspecting dumb boy who became a man. And she will not tell her son enough to prepare him that when he gets out there, he don't grab him.
Truly, talk to us.
Truly mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm not. No.
Crack gun lying in the street.
That's not my character.
Why you mad at me?
No, not mad. You're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. I just have a question about the victim part. When people say that women use and say that they're the victim, a lot of times they are the victim, but using it as the victim, their victimization as a excuse. Is that what you're saying? For some of the things that happen, that's not true. That doesn't happen.
Me? Talking to me?
Whoever.
Oh,
hold on.
Every situation, you could be a victim, but you can't stay a victim. It's like if a woman got raped and she go to the police department, she file or she call the police. Once she go to trial, the trial's over. She can't keep coming back to the police station.
No.
That's what I'm saying. At some point, you got to move on. You know what they'll tell them? What I do now begins the healing. When do you begin the healing? Because you bring us your hurt. The hurt stay on us, and the man is constantly fighting through her hurt. And some of her hurt ain't her hurt, it's her girlfriend hurt. Women are just, listen, well, my friend that's their problem. If you don't use your head, men don't look at it. We're like, you that stupid. But you ladies will go, if your friend old man ain't acting right, you won't act right.
Wow.
Oh yeah, now she'll play like she don't know nothing about it. If women know. I'm sorry, Dodger. Tell me why you laughing.
It's true.
Oh, I thought tell her how I made it up. I made it up.
No, it's true.
They'll watch a
We're
movie.
very emotional human beings.
Very emotional. They'll watch a movie where a woman get mistreated by a man and she won't leave and she can leave and she's too hooked. It's his fault and they will hate that man. Color Purple. They hated Danny Glover. That took years. He had to go kill Predator before they started liking him.
Wow.
He saved the world. Women, y'all know Color Purple. You saw Color Purple. What was how do you feel about Danny Glover?
I ain't like him.
Me neither.
But he did because he did turn, and he was nice at the end when he paid for her children. That's when he made amends. So that's when I did not like him. He did.
When he went, what did she have when he first got her?
What you mean?
I'm saying, what did she have? She had a car, house. She was doing well by herself.
She had a dad. She lived with her parents.
Stepdaddy. She lived with her stepdaddy, who was molesting her.
What you saying?
That was not her daddy. That was her stepdaddy.
Okay.
So that's what she was living in a situation where she was living with her stepdad. Her dad was sexually molesting her. Then he came and he got her. Mm-hmm. See, these are things they'll watch the movie, but they don't. They watch for key stuff where they can keep hating. They see. I had to tell her something. You know how long since I seen that movie? She didn't remember that was not her daddy. She told you that when she went to the funeral. She said, "The man I thought my daddy was not my daddy."
Right.
That's how she got in the house. That's what the lady who slept with the stepdaddy, he died. She told her that belonged to you and your sister.
I was wrong, Tony.
Go ahead.
Right.
I'm trying to help you.
I didn't even say anything wrong. I don't even know why we talk about that. But I said, no, I didn't. And at the end, pay for her sister come. I said yes when he paid for her gift come.
But you have one thing, he was good when he took out a molestation. Why he don't get credit for taking out a home of molestation?
Tuli didn't even say.
All right, she was a kid being molested. Somebody said, I hate that movie.
A kid. Keyword kid being molested. And a man took her. A grown man. Okay. Go ahead. You got your facts, sir?
A lot of hate anybody.
It's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's crazy.
They hate you like an
I was just showing the increase in the, the preacher was talking about the father of his children.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the queue. I don't know if Wayne can make it live. It's just the more 2000s, the black.
Can you post it in the private chat? If you post a link in the private chat, I can make it live.
Yeah, look at the bottom. So at the bottom where you kind of bring me in, like in the queue.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I got you. Bam. There you go.
I don't know if you can make it.
Yeah.
What's that say?
Can you make it a little bigger? Why not?
He has to make it bigger on his screen.
Oh, I got to do it. Oh,
okay. Yeah. 40, 20, 14. Do they have a more recent one? I'm just curious. What's
the date on this one?
Yeah, if you could zoom in.
It goes to 2014.
Well, let me see. If I do this.
14. It just says non-marital birth rate in the United States from 1940 to 2014. Percentage of births to unwed mothers.
Oh.
And it just goes up. You see the black, of course, took over 2010. 70.
Huh?
I'm sorry?
I wonder where they were before then and what year. Oh, 1960. That's when they started counting us. See that after the civil rights, 68, right before 70.
Yeah.
That's when
I will account the beginning part. I will account to us just coming out of slavery. Of course, we wasn't wed, but we weren't married. I mean, a lot of us didn't get married, but the controlling part is when you get to the 70s and 80s and 90s.
All us black.
Something in our community promotes not being married and having children. Something is wrong. Whatever that is, we need to correct it. I mean, it just keeps increasing.
So do you think it's something our community is promoting not being married, one subject, or it's okay to have kids without being married? Is it separate?
Yes, together? Absolutely. It's called a baby daddy of the government. If I could be supported housing wise and food wise, if I keep a man out of the home, hey, I like that baby daddy is supporting.
I agree.
Supportive of me. And it gets passed down. There's nothing wrong with child support. Not child support. Nothing wrong with, being on welfare or assisted living housing. It's the point where They become generational, and that's the norm. Like, we're going to keep this going in the family. I mean, they want to stay there. I done seen situations where I know the person can get a job and get out of the housing. But if I could pay $50 a month for rent, why do it? If I could keep a man out of the home, $50 a month for rent, I get $1,200 a month for food, just keep a man out of the home, why do it?
Exactly.
I get the benefits of sex and a house and food, why change?
I have many cases like that. Yep.
And I think the reason a lot of the Republicans they fight against it because they try to show, are you looking for employment? If you're not looking for employment, you don't need to be on, they take it away. But it's kind of one of those situations to where, you know, we feed the monster. I think when we start reducing that, what really showed me that was when COVID hit. And when COVID left, people started going right back looking for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
When that money started to get cut off, guess what? I got to go back to work. That's what happened. I got to go back to work. I got to go get it. But as long as you keep feeding me, man, shoot. Tell them to put it on the back end. I'll pay them back when I get it. But, I mean, they like, why get married now? Why? And I think we use it as a crutch, but I think it should be used to get out of bad situations. But I mean, they just like it. Free healthcare. That's what she said. Lachey said free healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Lachey also said is very much a factor dealing with the welfare system. The Black nuclear family has been under attack for decades. Yeah, but whites get welfare as well. I will not say they don't get welfare. It was created for them. But until we start figuring out how to do it and how to sell the food stamps, the 2-for-1, it was over. We got to cut this out. Then we started going on social media and bragging how I can get X amount of all this stuff on food stamps. And in Dade County, I ain't gonna lie, the smart ones, they use the food stamps to go buy the food and sell plates in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Preacher, I think you're on mute. They buy the plates in the hood.
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear not.
I hear that. But, you know, if you look at it, you can see, well, you know, the biblical part of the enslaver was there. When they brought the slave and they brought the woman here, I mean, it was always a constant experiment of putting two people, although, you know, man and woman, but cultures together, making them create a baby and then separating them and watching the welfare, the outcome of that child, making them get married, now break them apart, you know, and swap them up and get them. And that system is still work to get them to do it today. Like I said, with the welfare system, it's more affordable by yourself. When you kick the man out and, you know, you left with the kids, it allows you an income. So the slavery suppression is still there. The fact that, you know, the so-called Negro has not learned how to lead the plantation in the way he operates. You know, I have a past. We all have a past, and things we look at, you know, weren't favorable for us growing up. I make no excuses. You know, I get up and I do what I know what I got to do. I'm a thinker. You know, I'm a man. So I always have to keep making sure I create. We got to get more people to become more responsible and stop looking, you know, the system in itself is flawed. Free healthcare. I don't think people should pay for healthcare at all. It shouldn't be, it's a racket. I mean, it's not a luxury, it's a need. Welfare, you know, in some cases, you can't have everybody that makes it. So you need something to say, I don't want a man in the street. Let's give him something, you know, try to get him out the street. It's unfortunate. Everybody wants to take that road now. Let's all of us just lay down and somebody else take care of us. But somebody has to give them a provider. And that's what we do. We've lost where the older set up for the younger. They rear the young ones up to remember how to take care of the oldest. You know, that's how they did. My granddad was up. They kept him as long as they could. But his kid, his grandkids, you know, when he grew up, raised him, stayed with him till he From the time she got there, she stayed with him all the way to my granddaddy died. So, you know, it was that, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna take care of you, you know. But for us today, we don't instill that or teach that. So it's just normal to look for the system to take care of us, or look for somebody else to be more dependent on than ourselves. What have you? Y'all there?
I was on mute. But you can elaborate on this. I think that the parent, we're trying to play so much catch up because a lot of our parents haven't left us in situations to where we're trying to make something happen. It's like, how do you make something happen and teach your kids at the same time? Because you're trying to get ahead and you're trying to fight, you're trying to do, but then by the time you go home, it's like, I gotta relax. I need to rejoin group. But then we gotta teach our kids something. The average Black family is about always, I gotta work day to day. I gotta make it happen. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And then I gotta teach my child. But all I see is my parent work. They work hard. 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 So at some point, it's like we gotta get ahead. But it's like we still in this rat race. Because what changed? I always tell people do a pest analysis, right? You got your SWOT analysis, your strengths, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Pest analysis, you deal with politics, economics, social, and technology. Every day, something is changing in those fields. Mm-hmm. Politics, economics, being social, and technology. These things are changing. As a person, every day I got to wake up and see what's the barriers of the world. Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Where is it at?
As we wake up, they got war over there. Okay, what I need to do?
Yeah.
All right, food shortage. All right, what I need to do? Hold on, what happened with giving your kids the college fund? You like, college? I gotta live for the day. Mm-hmm. You're like, hold on, I hear what you're saying, but I'm living right now. Can you imagine what's going on in Yashua dealing with war? They trying to figure out where they gonna hide that so they're not being killed. But we in a situation to where we're free. It's like while we got the time, it's like we don't get it. We don't get ahead because we just stuck in a rat race.
It is, and that's what's happened because we left off from our first love, Basha. You know, having that religious part instilled. I mean, we lost them a long time ago. Even when they came out and they had religion, our choir left to go to the streets. They creeped out little by little. You know, Jackie Wilson, you know what I'm saying? Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin, everybody. And there's been people before them. They all creeped out the left. They left the country to go to see the big city. And a lot of women felt like Texas took a lot of their sons, you know, from the cowboy era. New York and California, the New York City light, it took her boy. It took mama's boy. Man, when he seen them lights shining, he heard that music jumping, he seen them people dancing, he said, ain't never going back. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to play, he parted his life away. So that put us behind because he shouldn't have looked at those people who they were mimicking, a white culture, they had already made a success for themselves. Kennedy told him in 1962, he said for the 70s, I think he said, we'll be on the moon. So how far ahead was he of us? Mm-hmm. Nobody seen. They had old weird movies. Kennedy told them before he died that we were gonna be on the moon. So they were already pushing it. Even though you look at that was a short year against, you know, span, maybe 10 years or so. But you looking at, he was shooting for the moon, Boston. I'm sitting out here. I'm having the moonlight. This man was making plans to go, and no, I don't believe he went. But the fact that his imagination, his drive had put him outside this planet, and our drive put us under subjection to the planet. We were supposed to rule over this. It rules us, and everybody on it. That's not a race nobody consider us to be number one over. Other races have rankings.
How do you dream being a slave? As a slave, what do you dream about?
So
I can tell you this. I don't know what you dream about, but I can tell you how you become a slave from it. How you dream a slave is by watching it while you're awake. You have to get this stuff out of your subconscious by getting it out of your sight. As long as you see it, you can dream about it. And all we see is negativity. We still see the oppression of slavery among us. You watch the shootings, you watch the beatings of us, you watch the mass incarceration of us, you're constantly hearing about it with us. You see economically there's nothing good about us. In ownership, there's nothing good about us. Not over in it. There's every other race ranked superior, except for African women are the largest group of entrepreneurs in the world.
Yep.
Over China, but let's say, how many times do you hear that?
Hold on. African American women or African?
No. African women are number one in the world for entrepreneurship. Not African American, African women. Now you think about it. They're outnumbered by the Indians and the Chinese.
I think that's a fake number.
Look it up.
No. I think it's real, but I think it's a man behind it that's pushing her.
Let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about that conversation you just said. Very few. I'm gonna tell you why. They can actually have more than that. The reason they can't, because they can't get loans. These women are financing themselves. I watched a special on them before. That they can't get money and back it. So their companies now starting to date them, woo them on, hey, I want to invest in you, because they realize that these women have built themselves up. I currently have an African female business partner in Africa. Well,
but I think the system is set up. It's still set up to where it downs the man. Let's just take two things for example. I'm an entrepreneur, black male, start a business. I have an African American female right now starts a business. Our industry is set up for her to succeed faster than I can. Because if she's a minority, she gets a step forward. Now, I'm just saying as of right now, Common, we're equal. She's a minority, she gets an advantage. Mm-hmm. She's a black minority, she gets advantage. I was two up on me.
They just moved her back up over the Hispanic woman was the highest ranking for a while. Then they moved the quote unquote black woman back up. So you gotta look at with the African woman, much respect to any woman that gets out and make it happen, but much respect for them because they can't get financing. That what you're seeing, that was a problem. They're looking at their companies trying to woo them now. Financial institutions say, hey, while we fooling around, they got it. But the problem they have, they're telling them, we need you to have a man to sign for you. They're like, I don't have no man to sign. A man who can put up a loan. That's in Africa now. Well, a woman has to have a man to sign for her or back her deal. In a lot of South American countries, they'll say, where's your father? Or you have an uncle that can come sign a credit for you. Mm-hmm. So they still behind. With us, they don't ask us that. They just ask if you need, do you have a co-signer? For her, it has to be her father or her uncle. And yet she still has managed to be the number one entrepreneur out of females around the world. Much respect for that. So imagine what she could do if she had funding. Now we're definitely, as far as the quote unquote Negro black man, they'll undereducate us, oppress us, and beat us. They'll lie to us and mistreat us. And then I said, get up and pull yourself up by your bootstrap. Best advice I ever heard. I did that after.
I think their fathers left them a lot of wealth.
No, these women, I mean, you gotta remember when they say entrepreneurs, don't think of these women owning corporations. They're just looking to have been like we went over there. How many women we seen at the markets out there? They're entrepreneurs.
All of them, a lot of them.
Yeah, that's what we see mostly set up with women. Women carrying whole hot plates on top of their head, fish and stuff. You like that thing supposed to be plugged up. Well, bees and air, they carrying so much stuff with a baby on their back or either tied to their stomach.
That's true.
I'm talking about a baby so small you can hide it. Listen, I seen a woman. I took a baby, got a baby with jet money. She tied that baby on her back. She got to work. I'm talking that baby should have been in a hospital, let alone outside.
Absolutely.
You're like, yeah, she just tied up on her back, had that little baby here. Listen, and they text she like, she outside, she doing what she got. I'm like, I thought they'd have beat her behind and told that kid need to be in the house long before you bring it out. Our tradition was that kid didn't come out of the house except for a doctor appointment for the first 3 months.
Yeah. Excuse me.
But they push them down in such a situation today where everybody has to get to work to pay these bills because the cost of living gone so high. To look at now, that's why the kids not getting nurtured. Someone needs to be home to nurture these kids and talk with them and, educate them. You can't lead them to their own devices no more. Look where the world at now. You leave a kid to themselves, what you think they're going to do? I'm going to have to raise myself. I got to come my own decision. They got to be guided. They got to be instructed. It's hands-on you deal with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the kids of quote-unquote African-American nature.
So Dwayne, if you can look up who's the richest, wealthiest black woman entrepreneur in the world, like who is?
Oprah, probably, but I'm looking it up right now. Give me a second.
I see some black people and also in Africa, but it still ties to they was the widow of a king. So I'm trying, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm just trying to see like what is the.
So these are the pictures that I see right here. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
At the top of the list, we got Oprah. Then you got the African lady Florishino and Isabella dos Santos. Then we got Beyonce, Rihanna. I don't know. This can't be right here now.
Why not right?
So okay. No, so
Rihanna, come on now.
Yeah,
Rihanna got a beauty care line. That's amazing. Why she's up there?
Very smart.
No, but in the world, come on now, in the whole world.
Yeah.
What about all these people over here that live in Dubai and all that stuff?
Are they African women?
They're not African. Come on, Dwayne. Where's education?
You got, come on, man. You got the area.
Yeah, it's a lot of rich black people that live over there in Dubai.
You think they consider black?
Duh.
Yeah, they're black people. Yeah.
They ain't the richest then, apparently.
No, here go what I think. I think that if you really got money, you wouldn't even be on this list.
Wow. Okay.
Because think about it. People that got money, the last thing you're going to do, you're going to know how to hide your money. You're not going to have your access in your name. So can't nobody really track down your net worth. The fact they can track these folks down, let me know that they ain't got no money.
Your logic that makes no sense. Once you got so much, you know what I'm saying? Even the book said a man gift makes room for it. When you get that wealth expands you. So you can't be hid.
So let's look into the real estate. Typically, when people own multiple properties, they're not going to be in their name. So unless I tell you what I own, you're not going to know how much real estate I have.
When you build, those people have, all those people you name, you know what's key? They have what's known as a brand name. That's why they put their name on everything they do. So they get people who endorse so they can make more money, which allow them to expand themselves more. Every person you name up there, you can't just go using their name. You don't get sued. They brand their name. They say that's Oprah's. You know, Oprah owns or Oprah. You know, Oprah is, that makes a difference. Oprah endorses that name carry. That's why you need your wealth to be known, because then people pay you to be associated with you. Hey, can you mention this product? Like Rihanna Cologne, her perfume, she'll have nothing to do with it. A company went to her, get her to get into it, get her to endorse it, pushes that line, move it. And what you gonna say? That's that Rihanna's. Rihanna is not in the lab making no perfume. But that name brands to where now you're going to pay me. Okay. So this is associated with my wealth. That's right. My girl Rihanna. You know, my girl Rihanna, she rich. My girl doing, See, that's why they have to put their name on it. So people with real money do what they're doing because they brand their name. Now you got people got money, they like, I stay back, but it's people, those people that circle know them. Because these people all got blocks in the financial chain. You gotta know each other. Even if you don't meet, we know each other. Go ahead.
I see what Bosick is saying. This lady right here, Isabel dos Santos, she's the heir of Jose Eduardo dos Santos. So I kind of see both y'all perspectives in terms of, I see what Bosick is saying is it may be inherited money from men. And then I do see what Tony is saying in terms of, the workers, the amount of time and work they even do, because it talks about Rihanna, she's 1.7. Then Njaya Kenyatta is 1.5 billion. She's the first lady of Kenya. I can't even pronounce this name right here, but it's a Nigerian businesswoman. She's worth 1 billion.
How much? 10 billion?
1 billion.
1 billion. This other lady right here is 959 million. She's Nigerian. Business tycoon. Sheila Crump Johnson. Oh, she's the co-founder of BET. I didn't know that. Okay, 750 million.
Kathy, what's going on?
Janice Howard, 629 million.
That's it.
Beyonce is 500 million. She's the second richest black musician with a net worth of 500 million.
Behind Rihanna. Behind Madonna.
And Wendy Applebaum.
Oh, that name by itself, there ain't nobody black. You got that money. That's
South African business leader, philanthropist, 259 million.
I refuse to make someone rich on my dollars if it's not helping me. I think a lot of I could be wrong, a lot of our African American people are rich because of us, and it's not helping us. So let's just take Beyonce, for example. The music that she makes, is that really intrinsically helping us or a person better themselves in life? I don't know. Could be wrong. Oprah, I don't know. How is that helping me? I don't know. Rihanna, me beautifying my face to go out and help. I don't know. Y'all help me with that. Mark Zuckerberg, he has technology that I can use to help my business. I think that's kind of different. I mean, I'm just thinking kind of out there right now.
Think about this. In life, you got what people enjoy, and sometimes what your perspective is from a perspective of business. The average person's perspective is going to work, coming home. So whatever entertains me, I buy, I watch, I go and I do. A person that makes dollars and learn how to make dollars with dollars look at, okay, if I give you my money going this, what that do for me? How's that going to help my pocket or my increase? Versus the average Joe goes to work. So they only look at, I put in hours, I get money. So I don't really consider when I put $1 out where it goes. Because it's things you got to buy all day. Gas.
Right.
Just different things. Food. So you said this restaurant, they don't give me nothing back either. So some people say I only go to places that give me coupons or give me points to add up. Because they're that driven on the dollar, making sure something come back. That's the what's that by the ball here when they were first? Amazon, his wife should be first, and then the heiress to
check this out right here. Now we're gonna go with the top richest women in the world.
Jeff Bezos,
first one. Yeah, white. This lady right here.
What that?
She worth 94.9 billion.
Who is she?
Frances Bettencourt Myers, a French businesswoman and philanthropist, is who she is.
That woman.
What?
What she won?
94.9 billion is what she is worth.
What's her business?
Got more money.
Let me scroll down. Let's see if it tells us. She's, according to Forbes, who makes the richest woman on earth. She is the granddaughter of the founder of beauty giant L'Oreal.
Oh yeah, L'Oreal been around how long?
Yeah.
L'Oreal has always been in.
Look at that. She the granddaughter of L'Oreal, 94.9
So it's a
billion.
generational thing.
Next one is Alice Walton. Oh, I know that last name. You already know Alice Walton. You know what that last name means. She is worth $61.3 billion. She's the founder of Walmart. She's the daughter of the founder of Walmart.
I know that, yeah. Huh? You said what? Yeah, well, Sam Walton daughter, huh?
Yep.
And that Jeff
Julia.
No, it's not.
Oh,
$59 billion.
these folks got ridiculous money.
Look at her.
Industry.
Oprah don't even make the cut for this list.
Well, I mean, but Oprah for a black woman, she killing it.
Jacqueline Mars.
And that's
fourth richest woman, $38.3 billion.
Then what you remember all these women got their money from people that made money.
Look, founded by her grandfather. Look at this right here.
Yeah,
right.
so think about Oprah daughter being there. These folks 3 generations over, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this right here. She is the wife of the Republican kingmaker and casino magnate Sheldon and whatever that name is, $37.7 billion. And the list just goes on and on. But the purpose is what this is beginning. I'm realizing the importance of a long time ago we did the equality race or the inequality race where we showed the deficit as an advantage of someone who has inheritance versus people who are first generation starting things on their own. And this right here reminds me of that wealth gap. It is really, really, really embarrassing. Again, I remember a long time ago I researched something and it basically showed that out of the 48 million black men and women in the United States, the top 300 white people have more money than the 48 million blacks combined.
That's
amazing.
You know, way more than that. So, I mean, the money that goes through our neighborhood, people come and wood it because they look at, I've gotten everybody else's money to get your money too. Because everybody doing this, everybody trying to make their wealth grow. So people want to be more powerful. Years ago, people used to say, man, I want to be a millionaire. Y'all remember that? People that man, I want to be wealthy. I want to be filthy rich. That's a small dream. Too many people reach the million mark. So now man dreams bigger. He needs more gold so he can build more dollars out for it. Because people that's in there, I want more money. A person got 99 billion. I want to rich. I want more. You keep wanting money. Other people want more. Only way you make more, you got to put more meat on the table. So you got to put more skin in the game. You got to get more take from people out here that have. That's what they're doing now. I can't put no more skin in the game. So what I got to do, I got to create these phantoms to come out. I got to take money back from these people, creating things, creating debt, taking higher rates on people where I punish them and I get more in my pockets. I feel like I eat enough that I can open back up and I get them out here to get back moving again and I'll open back again. But it's a sad game out here in this world. If you don't learn it, this thing will eat you up. You'll die. If you don't connect yourself, understand that you're an energy force, understand how you have to align yourself with things you do and where you need to be in your communication, your way of thinking, and how you operate, you'll get lost out here. You'll get lost, you'll get ground up, or you'll turn into a monster. You heard that from me. You will turn into a monster. They're going to grind you up. You're going to get lost. That's the only thing that happens out here. You got to know how to navigate. That's what I do. I teach how to navigate.
Yeah, a lot of people trying to survive.
Yeah.
They trying to survive. The economy is getting worse. It's getting worse.
Facts.
And people, to me, this is not the time to start a business.
No.
I mean, if you want to start a business right now, I think you really need to find something that's going to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it ain't going to last. You got to think. I mean, it's just
$8.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And you got kids out now, man. It was a time where when we was growing up in middle school and high school, we went to the grocery store to bag the groceries to make money. And then when you went after school, that was your after school job. The grown-ups are competing for those jobs now.
Mm-hmm.
Just think of the jobs that the children had growing up, working at Little Steve's. Grown-ups need it.
Yeah, and they're there too.
Yeah, there's no way. And listen, I need to be bagging them groceries. I got bills.
Yep.
I need to be working at the fast food. I got bills. So where do you expect the children to go? Like what do you expect them to do? What they gonna turn to?
Got a point.
Washing cars, but now they competing with. And now look at this. What about the kids that's in Atlanta that has the? I know a lot of people don't like them. I don't like when they do it. The water boys that bomb rush the car.
Oh, I don't bother me. I understand.
Ain't no, they hustling. They got to make their money.
But a lot of people are mad because of the way they do it.
Yeah, how they come. Yeah, you got they learn, man. They be like they took it, man. You a kid, but I would give you money to keep you out the street. But then they got rid of you this arrogant versus sell yourself, market yourself. If you don't got here to do that, you set yourself up right. You can start your enterprise. It ain't got to be drugs. You seeing people, you get what people need. You get a machine, you set yourself up. Everybody's one at a time. Hot coffee right here.
Hustle.
I'm telling you, man, you get a machine, you get something that can keep that car hot coffee. And the car have a top poop with sugar wet, man. For like, man, I ain't got to stop, grab it right here and keep moving. You buy the right coffee, set you up. Somebody try. Somebody like, let me get a coffee.
Man, I sold chips and juices in high school. I made more money than teachers daily. $300-400 a day.
Good.
That was the hustle. Chips and juices.
Listen, man.
Oh, you know what that means. You know what that means, Dwayne.
Yeah, you gotta go doodle, man. We gotta doodle time to go take them. Ain't gonna take no baths, just doodle. Listen, hold on. They just passed a law to help protect kids who do things like that. It used to be illegal. It's called the lemonade stand law. What? They just passed a law to help protect kids. Okay. It used to be illegal. Oh, I guess they'll sell lemonade so they can get out there and have the lemonade stands. Hey, go ahead and have your lemonade stands and make sure you wash your hands. Huh? So when people come to purchase, they'll understand. That's my saying tonight.
Wow.
It's okay to have lemonade stands as long as you wash your hands. So when people come by, you'll understand.
I like that. My saying is we don't assume, we presume. Again, we don't assume, we presume.
He messed me up. You're not supposed to tell the people already too how we all going through things here and there and there and here. But at the end of the day, we all each other got. We just got to learn to work together. Admit your faults, turn from them, do something better. Hey, anybody ask you, do you mind? You tell them you always mind. Right here on two mics, my mind. And nobody has told you they love you, we love you. And our language is called a heart. Tulip, Love Doctor, Resident Joe, Shari Boston, take us home.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We need them sayings too. Resident Joe, you up.
Don't presume. Learn the facts.
That's tight.
You that was personal though. That was personal.
That was personal.
She ain't like that.
That was personal.
Y'all already know my story.
Yeah, hit the like button. Where that cash app at? We just told her. I just read it by them. Hold on, you're blocking me.
Right.
There we go. Cash, hit the cash app. Hit the cash app. So we get that man to the man. That man went outside, caught like 67,000 lightning bugs, put them on the thread and got them hanging behind him. Man, that's pay your light bill, man. I've been wondering all summer. Ain't no light bulb, man. I remember go outside, man. Listen, we go out there, like you see a lightning bug, you just catch them easy like that. Open your hand up and look there, watch them flat. They won't hurt. They had your hand smell like they had one of them weed had that smell. Put them in a little jar, go in your room, sneak them in your room at night.
Put a hole in the top of the jar so they can breathe.
Yeah, time for all that. Listen, man. No, they light up better when they can't breathe. They like
what?
Take a dunk, that booty just lit.
They have the top of the. Oh man!
They're like,
wow.
get lit.
See, that's the difference between growing up in the country and the city.
Yeah, they want to do too much. We didn't have time.
We couldn't do nothing like that.
Catch them, put them in the jar. You remember we tear the tail off and light up and put them on your ear like
that. I didn't do no mess like that. No.
Did you ever see him before? You ever seen a lightning bug before? Little Doctor.
Not until I moved to the country.
Man, you from the country.
Right.
You grown up in Sanford.
No, we ain't had lightning bulbs where I grew up at. When I moved to Tallahassee, then I started seeing lightning bulbs.
That's South Georgia. Tallahassee is South Georgia.
Let me ask you a question. Tallahassee is more country than Sanford, Florida.
Absolutely. I can tell you never been to Sanford by the way you address it. You got to put some respect on Sanford. Sanford is a metropolitan area of Orlando.
That ain't saying nothing.
Stop telling lies.
Listen, Sanford has an international airport. When you want to fly to Orlando, you have to fly to the Sanford International Airport to go to Disney World. We huge. I know y'all just talking. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Y'all never been to Sanford. Hold on. Let me come back in the mix. Let me come back. I faded out. There we go. We back. I faded out. There we go.
I'm lighting the bug. Go ahead. I know. First of all, Sanford, Florida is what? That's a crumb. That thing ain't longer than 138. The 20. Stop it, man.
I tell you what, I don't have nothing to prove to y'all. It is whatever y'all say it is.
Look how you
keep in mind, boss. These are the same people who say that Miami ain't nowhere.
Who said Miami wasn't nowhere? What is he saying?
I've been telling people, I say y'all need to go on a trip to Miami. It's really nice. Man, Miami ain't no place. Man, Miami ain't nothing. Miami.
So how you comparing Miami to Sanford?
I don't know why he trying to put that. Why are you trying to make an argument now? You want me to wake up.
Get what? He's called.
Hey, hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this right here. Go ahead and get your saying out the way. What you got to say, boss?
Don't assume, because when you assume, you make out of you and me.
That's right.
What you got there, Tula? That was a good one. I like that. What you got?
You gotta go do.
My makeup one. My made-up one.
Okay.
My made-up one. All women, not hoes. Know the difference.
And that's from each and every area code. That's right.
Area code.
What? I got hoes, and that's in every area code. That's actually the song.
Codes.
That contradicts.
Area code.
A great poet said, "You can't turn a hoe into a housewife." I bet the differ. They just have to know their role. You have to transfer your whore. The definition of a whore is one who desires.
What?
What is the definition? Sorry.
A definition of a whore is one who desires.
Desires what?
It started off being a prostitute, and it said one who desires.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is actually they're desiring, and they're getting a result of it. So, truly, you called the word out. I mean, learn the definition. I don't know. I don't know how that fits.
Not hard. All women don't have desires. Some people just whatever you like. I mean, some of them don't have it. So,
that's their desire. To please they maker. Please they man.
Mm-hmm.
Every woman should have that desire.
So
all right, Tula, what's your other saying?
All right, my other one is.
Yeah, we hold for a minute. Listen here, bear to hold on. You
exactly.
Not finna us, man. We try.
You not gonna cut us off.
Yeah, because you only got to doodle with them lightning.
Hey, I tell y'all what, I got stuff I got to go take care of. I got to drop off a package.
We already know it, man. You can't keep doodling at the same time.
Why you gotta doodle at the same time of night? That's crazy.
Taking them lectures at 9. You taking them lectures at 9:28.
That man gonna be dead every time 10:30 run the casket.
You married a joker, you gotta do everything you gonna do by 7:16. Otherwise, you have lightning bugs all behind you, turtleneck dripping.
Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all with this one.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best.
Nice. I like it.
Teaching kids to count is fine. Teaching them to know what count is better. You know what you're saying?
Teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best.
Oh, yeah. That's true. And people sit down and think about it and say, hey, they sit around all day and just think about things and say, you know what? Really, this should be said or that should be said. Yeah, you need to go out and live your life. You're not trying to think of stuff to just what should be said every day or what to do. You just got a life where, you need to cut your brain off and relax and just kind of, I'm just a good set, but the people that sit around coming saying, you can go too far in life. Just take your time. Embrace life. I'm telling you, if you don't embrace it and learn how to kind of live with it inside those confines they give you, then you got to know when to broaden and wide. You know what I'm saying? You constantly you said, man, why that? You said, move. That man ain't white. There's no way he's white. You heard of Todd Flesh.
I ain't no.
He believe if it's bright yellow, it's still good in mellow. If it's brown, he said it can still hold itself down. That man don't flesh till it float to the top. Anytime man let doodle sit in the toilet till it float to the top, it been way too long.
Oh my God.
You can't trust him. You come there, you see something at the top of the water like this, just hovering. And that turd just sitting there and a little weight, it got a little bound to it. Yeah, it been on way too long. You gotta get ready. So man, we can't exist in here like this. That man, check that man doodle. Listen, hold it. Whoever you are, if you out there station, listen, get him. Let him take a doodle your back, just wait to play it off. But I ain't say go ahead, time you to go. Rush straight there and see. If you do that thing, that's it right here. Capo had a little weight on it, supposed to go down some.
My head.
It just stayed there too long, just stayed there like that. And then like a barrel of ripple, it sits still, a little ripple move a little bit. Yeah. That man bowels need to be recleaned. That's something people need to have too. I'm telling you something. People might not believe this. If you've been married to somebody, I suggest this. President Joe finna get married, so let me tell you what I do.
I'm not checking on their doodle, preacher.
No, check on it.
Oh,
tell me doodle. No.
Spanish people don't say doodle, President Joe. You can't do that.
What is it called? Maduki? What is it in Spanish?
They can't say doodle.
What is that? Maduki?
Oh my gosh, you're sick.
What is that? Doodle moso? It's either show or more at the front. It's gonna have a more or show at the end. What, tell me what it is. Let's see how far I am. How do you say doodle? How do you say doodle in Spanish?
Poo poo.
Sit down. Sit down.
Poo poo.
All right, so poo poo. So the poo poo. You want to see if listen? You want to know? Let me tell you what you do. You let him take it and just say flush it and come on out. Don't let it build up. Flush. No, you don't want to see it. You want to smell it. So you say,
"Oh no, oh no."
No, listen. This gonna tell you if a possum will crawl up in him and died, or if it say, "This work a hard man." That's all it is.
Tuli, did you do that?
Oh, my smile cologne. Should tell you.
Like cologne.
My smile.
No, I didn't have any of that before I got married. I thought something was wrong with me.
And guess what? When I go, listen, it don't break up no relationship. Now ask her about her.
You know why it don't break up? Because I'm not in there.
Yeah. No, you can't listen. Me and her can't use it. She can't use the bathroom on the same side of the house no more.
Nope. I do not.
She can't. It's that bad. So that's why it's important. I'm encouraging people. You need to know. You say. But see, women are hiding they doodle. You need to go do it in the bathroom, flush it, come right out. Don't let it build it. Don't flush it. That way he go swing say.
Oh my goodness.
I can live. Okay, when you get married, you get that bathroom. Boom, y'all gotta use that bathroom. Unless y'all follow Tony principle. Soon as that thing dropping down, when it start cutting, flush so that the water pull it on down. Flush. Don't let it go.
Is that what you do, Tony?
Huh?
That's what you do?
Flush. Yeah. You don't smell that way. You don't have no smell.
You look at it. You do need to look at it sometimes to see what's going on. If your stool tells you a lot what's going on inside of your body.
It do.
So, that's true. That's what my grandma used to say.
And and let me tell you what else too. You know what else will tell you a lot too? That smell.
That too. I mean.
Yeah. Sometimes if you got something going on, check it. Check it at somebody else's house.
Wow.
No.
Go out in the grass and do it like the mother dog do. Don't do that stuff. Listen.
My head.
So since you, Tony, since expertise on this,
everything. I know a little something about everything. Proportions.
Would you say that going to the bathroom every day at the same time is a good sign? Like the love doctor?
Can't happen. My dad used to use the bathroom every day at the same time. I know I got to use it before I leave. Let me tell you what that morning was now. This is the truth. The morning is the crazy one. Cause listen, I be waiting, that thing just be pushing. You be like, hold on, it be right rolling. Then you just feel like, oh, I'm finna go. That thing, all right. And they're like, oh, I'm holding you back. That thing said, no, you ain't. Bow! It'll touch the top of your draw. You got to go there. If it's anything in now, because you have to watch the draw, it should be like one little, like a little touch. It shouldn't be regular.
What?
Sometimes you might get one and it just, just touch. Don't get up there. Touch. Come on back up.
Now, a lot of you have a lot of odor.
Yeah.
You have heat, a lot of heat in your body. So
yeah, you get that heat out of them.
So what does that mean when you have a lot of heat? Is it a bad thing?
Who?
Yes, you should not have a lot of heat. You should not be cold. You should actually have even temperature.
What? Doodle?
Uh-huh.
I didn't put on thermometer. I know mine be the right temperature.
No, you talk about your body. Like your stool is loose. That means you have a lot of cold in your intestines. Your intestines are excessively cold.
Yeah, especially when you have a cold, you pat your nose. People like, I got the runs. It's trying to pass out.
And they feel chills, right? They start feeling chills in their body.
That's all due to coldness in your body. Yes.
This is not medical advice. We just just making our comments to let you know. What I said, the music done ran out talking about this. Wow. You know how the music ran out. Prime time. It said the music done ran out talking about this. But we're trying to help people. We want people to take care of your health, take care of your relationship, have real conversation. You get married, you need to know about people. It's things about people you don't know until you get married.
And they're gonna
she never took a dump around me. I smelled that. I said,
and I don't now. So
and I start shooting. You know that smell like when you want to start shooting your gun?
But I feel like you shouldn't know that in that relationship. Like you shouldn't be that comfortable.
No, but I'm talking that. No, I say if you finna get married, like now, you ain't but a couple weeks out. It's time to go ahead and just say, I'm gonna go in the bath. I'll be right out, and then you drop it, flush it,
and let him smell it.
Then you have to say, go in there. They tell go in there and get something out there for you. You smell it? Why he don't smell it? Y'all
no, sir.
You ain't gonna never. You never. Unless you do it when as soon as you drop, flush.
You better follow your instructions, Tony.
That's how you do it. You have less smell. All that. Let me tell you what bad. When you spray that air freshener on that stuff, you just ignited it.
Shara, did you do that?
Did I do what?
Did you flush like that when you first got married? Did you smell your wife's doo-doo, poo-poo, caca before you got married?
Listen,
my wife never ate. She never ate a lot of food around me when we first started.
That's how mine did. That's how that's
like,
first.
Like she hid a lot of stuff. So
what
we got. When I was in elementary school, I never knew girls went to the bathroom and do.
Yeah.
Like I never knew that. Like I didn't see such a feminine girl doing something nasty as that. Like I couldn't picture that. When I got older, yeah. So when my wife, when we got married, you know, the smell intensifies.
Yes.
To the point of, he's like, oh, it's in my mouth. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. You know, can I, Shareth, one thing about what you said, in a relationship that I was in, the guy that I was in, I had to, it was like 1.5 years, and I had to use the bathroom. I had to. And the men said, you use the bathroom? I did not know you used the bathroom.
Yeah, that's true. Women,
and I found that so weird. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I couldn't imagine it.
Let me tell you something. The first young lady I ever lived with, I thought we stayed together probably 1.5 years. You know, the year I never seen her use the bathroom. Listen, I used to bust in the door to try to catch her.
That is so sick.
It's sick because I never
Why?
seen it.
Why do you want to catch her?
Because you gotta use the bathroom.
What's it do there?
I mean, we don't want to use it in front of you guys.
Why are you I go to the bathroom?
I tried to catch it. We live together, so you live together. Like, okay, I know what you smell. You know what I smell like. I didn't know what you smell like.
Why is that so important?
Oh my gosh!
I didn't know what you smell like. So if some, I said, well, there's something dead. I said, no, I know what that is too. I need to know. Just say you don't call animal control how the opossum don't crawl up somewhere and die. Them people come out there and it ain't happen. You got to pay for that. The ambulance call. If you call the ambulance, $385, no question asked. So if it's you, that's your behind. You want to know. You want to, you know. So listen. Now what needs to happen? Listen, what I said now. Yeah, black young bitch. You exactly right. Everybody need to have. I'm telling you something. I've been married for going on what 29, 30 years. You need to have real people. I know they might. You'll be surprised what makes a difference in a relationship that you'll say, we should have talked about this.
Definitely sleeping.
So did y'all have a doodle conversation?
No, we didn't. I know she doodling like that. This is the last day right here. You gonna be doodling like that. That's how she got in. No, I know.
Listen, man.
Listen. She has a whole side of the house with 2 bathrooms. 3 she can use at her disposal. Do not do it while I lay my head at.
It's private time. And I mean, I need privacy on anybody. How are you gonna be in there? Woo! What you doing in there? I don't need let me just go somewhere. Does not concern you. You don't see me. You should not be following me over there. Okay? Don't smell me on my time.
But he wants to know. It's important to him.
No, well, I learned through my mom. She's probably gonna kill me, but that's the time when women go on the toilet and gossip.
Oh.
Like my mom didn't even have to use the bathroom. They be on the toilet.
That was my mom too. You're right.
They ain't even had to go to the bathroom. It's like once they went to the bathroom, when they invented the cordless phone, it was over. Gossip went to a whole nother level when they created the cordless phone.
True.
Before that cord used to be in that door.
You couldn't close the door.
Get back. Get back. All right.
Woo, baby.
And it's all you hear. Child. My Lord. And
that
you know,
was my mom in Spanish.
And they try to come in the conversation. It's like, and you know, yeah, you know, yeah, you know, it's just that bathroom time. I learned that was the woman's time to gossip. They think, they strategize. Like me, I gotta get in. I gotta get it. I gotta get in and get out, man. The women, it's like get out of there.
That's hard.
You know, I understand that. You know what? Sometimes, let me tell you something. When you get older and you hit them fitness, sometimes you just sit there for a little bit, think to the bottom of the leg get long. And it's like you ain't not coming out, but you know you right. You sitting right now. You just need to be an open vessel.
Well, what are you? What are you sitting there? What are you sitting there thinking? Like, you know, the dude on life died on the dude.
Listen, I'm thinking. I'm checking my phone.
It really is.
Listen, as soon as I get up, she'll tell you I'm gonna watch my phone every time.
Do you keep the doodle in the bowl?
No,
that time?
Flush. No. Now, listen. Soon as the head come out, start the turn. Start a whirlwind.
Wait, so why do you? So Tony, so if you flush it, you just sit there after that?
Yeah. So why sit there?
Because hold on, it's another one. Listen, it's like you got to look at it like spirits, okay? In order for the Most High to use you, you got to be a what? Open vessel. So I sat there, I make sure it's open. You can let your guts open until it can release. Listen, and you have to be ready so he can use you. So I'm staying ready in case I can be used. You know, some folks I'm gonna stand by. Because sometimes you get up and wipe it, you say, you know, something, you really want to do that now? What
Or
if
you
you get out halfway between where you going and him, and you got to figure, do you want to use the bathroom there or him?
Okay, let me ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Why do kids have to use the parents' bathroom other than use their bathroom?
That's the part of thing want to be grown. Wow, that bitch you got me like that. He's having down the stool. Don't do that to me. See, I'm like, I relax on it. That's not that phony the head he comes to you human. You know, like you said, I'm in and out. Some people in and out, but they don't smell. I'm checking my text message, doing that, and I'm kind of thinking about, okay, where I'm going from here, what I'm gonna do, what I should do, what I'm thinking about doing. So I'm trying. So when I go out, I'm trying to have. When I go out, I need to have a plan. So
you know what? Doodling is really therapeutical. I think that's the word. Because
it's very private.
It's only 2 times a man really have peace. He's doodling and in the shower.
Or dead. I think it's dead.
Or dead.
Doodling or dead. Sleep, man. He got to worry about that black woman who going in his wallet. Who own that.
Just instead of that woman going in his wallet, just give it to her.
Thank you.
Oh,
terrible. That sounds terrible.
And you ain't gonna have nothing left.
That's what I'm saying. Now you really get to sleep.
Don't worry about it. Resident Joe, you'll learn.
Wow, yeah, that out of sight, out of mind. They never see it.
I agree with that. I don't think the man needs to know when you go to,
See that? Look at that.
Nobody needs to know.
Toilet there. You're right. That's why people don't have. Why we don't have conversations like you need to be able to sit on the toilet and be. I say, you know what? I'm gonna change my toilet. I'm getting. I want another toilet. I want to really. I want to get me something else. I'm looking. I just want to change it. I just want to. Because I keep on the back. I keep my wipes.
I have
Huh? I have office. Yes, I do. I got a roll of tissue on the other side. I got because I got baby. When I get through, I got wipe. I use wipes. I like to clean myself. Because when I go out there, I want listen. If I go out there, I want to be. I try to go out. I want to be bear worthy. You know what bear worthy is, ain't it? If a bear came up and attacked me, he said, "I eat this nigga. He smells so good." But when I smell like turd, that bear said, "This nigga here smell like straight shift." You wouldn't touch him. So I don't want to get ate up by a bear, but I want to be bear worthy.
So what happens in the event that you there and you notice there's no toilet tissue?
You know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. Now, we have a rack on the side of ours with tissue rolls in now, so that saved lives. I'm gonna keep up with that count because I know how many rolls I can get and have no.
So when it get down to one spell, you automatically go back and fill.
Ain't gonna happen.
It should. I don't know.
Well, he uses the bathroom too much, not know his supplies.
Hey, okay. Let's change it up.
What if
Tony? That's the 4th time I called you Tony since I know you. I just want to let you know. And I feel so bad right now. Like I feel so bad. The Resident Joe is ready to freely flow like it's a one-on-one relationship.
That's my Spanish name.
Your birthday is coming up.
Yes.
What are some things you desire? And I'm not saying whore. I'm not saying nothing like that. Nigga, whore. No,
I'm whoring this. I'm a whore.
Well, you gonna be a hoe. Tony's gonna be a hoe for a day. That's fine.
Money.
Hoe for a day.
So
what do you give somebody that has everything? What do you give them somebody that has everything? Like okay, look, let's do this. What things you don't want? Like you don't want
That's a great
time.
question, Sharon.
No.
You don't want no more time.
You think you won't?
No.
If you
know what? I ain't saying it, but for me, I'm the type of person where I'm kind of funny. My wife tells shit about it. It be funny to me whether I not wear it or not, something like that. So I don't be that person really buy stuff like that for. Cause I like if I get a spurt, I feel like I just go buy me some stuff. I want something, But it's like I'm funny about what I like, kind of, I'll try something a little out there, but not really out there. They kind of get it. Then you kind of just keep it this way. So it's kind of, I don't know. That's
why y'all getting it.
Yeah. You said that's why I don't be getting nothing?
Yeah, because like if somebody give you like $5, $10, it's disrespectful. $100, that's kind of disrespectful for somebody who used to having stacks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow, well, used to.
I feel bad.
Like for example, right? When Rick Ross' birthday came up, right? He's you know what kind of person? He's an arsonist. A lot of people don't know that. He likes fire.
Okay.
So we bought him a fire gun, and that was the best gift out of everything somebody gave him.
He get a
He like, yeah, he's a kid. He like to like, cause you gotta think a lot of people that are celebrities, they don't have time for themselves to really enjoy a go kart ride. You know, so it's kind of like what's some of the things that you give a person that have everything. $100. It's like you want to give them everything, but it's like, hey, what can I give them?
And is that really meaningful, right?
You know, I mean, I look at it. I mean, what people do. I look at people do. You know, so
you still got some gifts that still haven't been opened. That's behind your desk, sir. I just have to let you know that.
For real.
And members go by and they see it every day and they say,
"That's so true." How about one time I gave him something? I said, "Preacher,
what you gave me?"
I said, "Preacher, you didn't even see what was in there." He's like, "I didn't even see it."
I did.
Hey, yeah, I mean,
listen.
And it was for something that he loves to do. But
hey, listen.
I did get it, didn't I?
I don't know.
You got to work on this. Yep.
You got to tell us something you love. Something you
enjoy. Rob best gift is cash only. I'll just say that because I mean I might get. I say depending on what I got. It's okay. I'll go do this. I'll go do that. I'll do that.
Tony, that ain't about what you're gonna do. It's what people do for you.
No. I'm saying he asked me this. I didn't. Did I say? Let me tell y'all what I want for my birthday. Did I say that?
Oh, he asked the question.
He said, "What do you give a person that got everything? What do you give them?" I said, "Money." I'll get like he said. He found out I like getting that fire gun or something. I didn't get him something he want to do. I mean,
but somebody got you a big gun before and you was mad.
I was that thing was so huge, man. That thing was so long. I said, "Now, listen, let me tell you what happened." And I listen in my key, I'll Harvey. Let me tell you what happened. So they had a birthday. And I'm sitting here, they're like, "Yeah, we need to talk." I said, "I'm like, okay, sit down." So yeah, so looking, seeing you. I had mine. I said, "Look this." I seen her eye lit up. So I had to get it for him. Surprise! I let that big old box open this thing up. This thing's an elephant gun. This thing go from here to out the front door. Under that thing they looking. I knew he'll love that thing too. I'm looking saying myself. So I called a couple of people over there, and two of my boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a couple of these fellas here. I'm talking to both of them, my sons, and I'm looking at these guys. I'm saying, I said, "Man, y'all a question." I said, "You ever heard me say anything about this before?" I said, "What would have made y'all come up with this idea? This was something I wanted." Like, they're like, "We didn't think you wanted," but I said, "But y'all talked to me so much around it. What made y'all thought that this was made a good idea and you gave money for this?" I said, "Logically, this made sense." But yeah, we talked about that, had fun about it. It been a good surprise. They said, "I seen it when it opened up, came out of the box. I seen your eyes just light up." I did. I say it was nice because it was for that person. You know, I might see something, I say, "That's nice," because it fits you. That don't mean, "Man, preacher want one too." No. That's nice. It fits you. It might not fit me. You know what I'm saying? People just, yeah. So that's why
we had a surprise party for you. A surprise party. Smitty still mad at me to this day because I messed up the surprise party. Because you came in at the wrong time. I didn't know she wasn't there.
He's apologizing.
Which one it was?
I thank you. I'm glad the therapeutic resident Joe is noticed. I'm trying to apologize. She has never forgiven me for that.
Sure, I have.
I was trying to work this. I didn't know she wasn't in there, and she was like, "I wanted to see it," and I saw her look on her face. I said, "She won't forgive me," but I never. No, you did.
No. Of course, that's not me. That's not me.
The preacher, It was people that already told you about the party.
Yes, that.
Like when you try to surprise people, it's certain people you just can't tell. Right. I won't be able to make a surprise party today.
Man, that's gotta work. Man, yeah. So you know, had people told me that before that they were going to make my surprise party.
Are you serious?
This is serious.
Very.
Somebody told them that there was a surprise.
No, they did not tell me a surprise party. They
didn't tell them
they weren't gonna be able to make my surprise party. They wanted to let me know in advance. So when I didn't see them there, I wouldn't know that they just didn't come. They just so they never told me about the surprise party. Okay,
right.
They only told me that they weren't going to be able to make the surprise party.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they just wanted me to know when I didn't see them. You know, for me.
Like out of all people there, oh man, they didn't make my party. I'm writing that down. Like, it was crazy.
And preacher's answer. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had to play it off.
I had to play it off. I was like,
yeah, he had to play it off.
And it was like, make sure you understand me. I won't be able to come make it to the surprise party.
That's horrible.
Listen.
Oh man,
I can't.
Listen, I just what do you say? You like this? So there's a surprise party, and you just told me about it. So okay,
yeah,
I appreciate you letting me know you won't be there, but you didn't tell me that the person.
I'll be so upset.
Right. I never told them. They'll look at the date, which is true. They never told me about it. They just told them that they weren't gonna be able to make it.
I can't.
So your birthday falls on a Sunday this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it does.
22nd.
So is it one of them things where we need to plan something for Smitty and Preacher vacation away, or Preacher? Let's get back to the gifts. What is it? Is it cash?
What is something you were like? Wow.
Who me?
Love that.
Who me? Oh, that's fun. No,
I'm learning with y'all, so I
get it. If I say wow, then yeah, I'm a Swiss.
Wow.
What shouldn't we get you then?
What you shouldn't get him is the gifts behind his desk and on the file cabinet.
Are you serious?
I want to know what's there. Is one of mine there? Because it could be.
Hey, and I'm gonna move it out the way so the person that's hurt. Hey, so the person that's gone. And we done had members pull out. And they gone, they give split us. So I think that's probably the issue. It's sad, man. But we gotta work this out, man.
That man.
This is big. This is a big number.
No, but yeah.
Are you 55?
Yeah.
55. Wow.
He says that he can exercise and go down at 55. I'll never forget.
Hold on. Go down.
When he exercises.
Oh, look at this.
It's because you don't get to see that, Sharon.
He had to get some water.
He
had to get some water.
You don't get to see that. But we see it. And he still has it.
Listen. Hey. Joanna. Listen, I know what you're talking about. He's somewhere else though. You just did was just feathered him on. That's why he died. Like oh my goodness.
Oh, man. He got a smoke one after that.
I had smoke one after
that. He got a smoke one.
Listen.
And she said it. That was a fancy freak. Oh my goodness. That was goodness, man. Y'all are some nasty old people, man.
I mean,
they fanning, they drinking water, they dancing.
It's crazy.
Y'all crazy.
She cried. We had to get the water so I say, and go down.
Listen.
They still got
like 2 minutes plus.
Oh, man, they can go down.
Listen.
Why say that? Like, what?
Listen. But all that don't know black about.
No. We know what she's talking about. Whatever you try to explain what she's talking about, We not even gonna
Y'all are crazy.
count that.
Oh my goodness.
That's tight. That's tight.
Ooh, that was funny though. And Jordan made it
That's
just
right.
extra funny too. That shit. He said, "Oh yeah, he showed he can do it too." Like what?
I
Doing squats.
mean, exercising.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But what does that tell you?
What?
Thule and Tony. 55 is nothing for Tony. 55.
You gotta realize it's gonna be 100. About 105 years worth of age in y'all bed.
Man, how about
of experience?
106 years?
That's right.
100 and whatever.
Well, she's 51.
Yes. Of experience.
That's 106 years.
Of experience.
Let me tell you something. That's too
a
much.
beautiful thing. That's beautiful.
Let me tell you what happened. Listen, I told you. Let me say this. I had a one time when I was driving trucks. First time I was an owner operator. About 2003. The truck was blocking me, and our gate getting out. I had to go out now. I hit the horn. I went out. Went to the truck, like on the door. I asked the guy, I said, "Hey," I said, "Where your dad at? He need to move this truck. I need to move." She said, "My dad? That ain't my effing dad. That's my old man." I said, "This is time." Listen, I could say, listen. I said, "Oh my goodness." Listen, because I said, "Where her dad at?" You know what I'm saying? I know him. I seen him. I seen the girl in the truck, and I said, she said, "You want old man?" He said, "Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man." He was 50-something there, his wife up there. He said, one day I laid her down. I said, "Man, that's 100-something year laying in that bed. It's just too much age in that bed." He said, "Listen," he told me flat. He said, "So I never forgot that." I was like, he said he left her. He said, I did. He said, I laid her down. He said, he got 100-something years in that bed. He saw it. He listen, left her. Got that girl was like, that girl probably like 19. That joke was like 56.
Oh no, that's OD. That's exaggeration. No.
Hey man, that man got some desires. He was trying to.
What do you think about that? You don't think that's a little weird?
Yeah, he was paying as he go.
Oh wow.
Man, he go down. I know he go down. Yeah, I know what go down, Tony. But it's on Sunday, so preacher, what's some things that at being 55 have you reached the age is like, I gotta go out, say midlife crisis, or go out and get this or what is it?
You said is it midlife crisis?
No, I don't think I said that. I didn't say that.
You said what is it? No, you answer is at 55. What did you say?
No, I'm just saying, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to do? Like, your birthday's coming. It's a big day, man.
He been good. He been good to me. So I learned to accept things at where they at, and just let things be as they gonna be. You kind of take it with that flow. You appreciate the time you've been here because a lot of people won't see it. A lot of people move past it, but they just didn't get the experience to learn it. So I get to, embrace learning because really I'm just learning what 54. I'll just be learning what 54 years of life is like when I turn 55. I'll know what. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a goal you reach for each year, or you just go as you go, you take life, or do you have something you write down like I need to achieve this by 55, 54?
I don't write things a lot of times unless I'm writing. If I write lyrics like for ballads or something like that for beats, but no, I mean I always set myself to do things. I kind of set in my mind, like I say, as a man thinks, so is he. So I have a way I think on how I want to do things. And, it moves differently. A lot of times everybody don't agree with it, but I look at it keeps me to where I can still be able to kind of sit back and watch and be able to still do and have. I like to keep those options because that was a hard thing to do in life. Getting to where you wasn't the person in need. You know what I'm saying? So getting out of that situation, learn how to kind of get back and set yourself to where I can sit back. You know what I'm saying? And I know how to do it and not be in a needy type situation, so I can really kind of think about life. A lot of times, life have you in a lot of pressures and pushes to where you don't really get a chance to think about it. You just kind of caught up in it. And it's always got a loophole for you. Financially, wherever you at, your loopholes are always different. You know, people on a lower end at work, they get loopholes that hit them. People in a higher bracket income, they get hit with loopholes that hit them too. It's not the way people that work do it, but we all got these little loopholes we wound up getting. People like when he read out the richest people in the world, those people sit in the biggest loops because all the eyes is on them. Kidnap them, to take them, to get what they got, to tax them, to sue them. So they, you know, why people look at, man, I love to be, I can't look at you. You can take me to court and say I looked at you, and it made you feel so uncomfortable. And it'll be cheaper to pay you, you know, $700,000 than even go to court. Now it's gonna say, why would he settle if he wasn't guilty? I gotta pay to make that go away. Your whole life is spent on paying to make people go away. So don't ever think that you don't have situations, and they don't have to be money, but everybody is always, you know, it's always something that's at you, and if people think I want to be here, won't never have to worry about anything. The only place to be there is to be dead. If you worry, you living.
That's right.
It don't have to be major stress, worry, but if you worry, you living. Think about it. What do people say? I want what when they see people dead, you know what they'll say sometimes? They look like they don't have a care in the world.
Care in the world. Yeah.
That's
why
true.
they disconnect.
Yeah.
I can't look like people tell me, I can't look like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the living. So while I'm in the living, it's things I gotta do. And you got things you gotta do.
Constant battle.
And you should don't because sometimes you put yourself the paper holdings of ambition where I'm gonna be. Sometimes you can put yourself at crash because I hadn't reached it, or I over push, or I lie to myself. I take it. I know what I want to do. That goal doesn't change because I didn't reach it. Oh, scratch this out. This is out. No, it might take me a little longer. So when I put in my mind, I constantly keep working toward that. While I gotta live, while I gotta operate. And I have to be able to think on so many different platforms because there's so many people that count on me for so many different things. And at some point, you got to still do what? Balance yourself. People don't look at that. That's a lot.
That's strong mind. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I appreciate you. Listen, man upstairs keep me just sane enough to do it, not to run away from it, quit it, not to make excuses for it. And still be able to do it. It's a lot. But hey, I mean, I wouldn't have it no other way. If I could rearrange my life again, it'll be the same thing. That's that one of you. That's why I want to change it. Because if I rearrange it, it'll be right back to where it was in the first place. When people start learning how to operate within, then you start learning how to move up. You gotta learn how to operate within, then move up. Just look at instantly with Yahushua. He didn't come down here rich. He started at the bottom and worked his way up. People want to come straight in up. You can't go. It don't work that way. He talked about it going up. He said first he had to come down. And that's how you got to do in life. First you got to start and come down. So many people start too high and they don't appreciate where they at. I appreciate where I'm at. It don't take a whole lot to make me happy.
Right.
Like you say, there's levels.
Yeah, that's that level. I mean, you know, a lot of people, I like to go. I mean, I don't mind going, but I'll be honest with you, I don't mind coming home either. I just be honest with y'all, man. Come on, get in my bed. I'm in the house. I'm gonna go in my refrigerator when I wash my hands. I'm gonna take care. I'm gonna go to my bedroom. Go to my bathroom. I'm going to my bedroom.
I know what I'm gonna get you to. I got the perfect.
What is it, Charles? Please share.
I got the perfect gift the kids can see.
Listen, Dr. Joe, hold your ear with that. Tell her in her ear. Tell her ear down. Tell her. Go ahead. All right.
I heard that. That's a good idea, Shar.
Yeah, I got the perfect. I got the perfect gift the kids to see.
That's crazy.
Yep, I got it. Full emotion, like SpongeBob.
You know what? Most High see fit. Let some things work around and do what they do. You know, we need to have more time to where we can talk to people about being people, embracing themselves. Because, you know, just like the Palestinian and the fight between the Israelis, you know, I shouldn't have to fight you to be who I am. I shouldn't have to fight you to be who I am. That's not sexual orientation, thing like that. But I'm saying that I'm a race of a people. I shouldn't have to fight you over that to prove that I'm that race of a people. Where are we in life that we're fighting and it's about I have to take you out and you have to be subservient to me, and not even just you being subservient to me. We've gone past that. My goal is to annihilate you. Why would people have a conversation that involve annihilate? I want to see every one of you exterminated. When did we get to this point in life to where man went from conquering, imposing will on to straight to annihilating? Look at even with war. Everybody playing with nuclear weapons. This was a no-no. You don't even sit out your mouth. Everybody got nukes. Tell them I'm doing nuclear. I'm shooting nukes now. Because the conversation had become a conversation of annihilate, exterminate. It was eye for eye. If I did something to you, you did something to me. That's how we did it. Did that involve? If I took out your eye, the only thing you could do was take my eye. You and your whole cronies couldn't come take a leg and a foot and another arm. You couldn't do that. But we've gone past this. Keep the boundaries here because man understands that he doesn't want to lose this. It's valuable to him, so he won't take it from somebody else. So now we got man to where I'll take it from you. I'll kill you for it. So we got a lot of readjusting got to be done, but I don't see the world ever coming to that now. What I said is meaningful, needful. It will never happen because man's too far gone. Whether people realize it or not, tomorrow will make a big determination on what side everybody be on.
No, that's right.
You're either going to be Muslim, Christian, or you're going to be Jewish Christian. Yeah, everybody don't pick the side. And they're finna be more because you have more. The Muslim religion is the number one religion right now as far as population of people. So this is a march for all Muslims everywhere, which means you're going to clash with Christian police.
Somebody.
So these people are going to bring out their military. So there are different ideologies here. Some in favor, some opposed. Now you're coming up on our Shabbat. So now it's got to be a strong presence made from the Jewish end of be ready to defend yourself. They attacked us one time on the Shabbat. This is critical. Yeah, this is a time the Muslims should be getting ready themselves to come down. But they're going to protest tomorrow, and it's going to be coming up on the Shabbat. Where you know what y'all doing? I know we start shutting down at a certain point. But now you had to be in Malcolm Yahya, and they built the wall. He kept it weapon. This is what we've gone to, and that whole Palestinian, Israeli fight. Our religions are similar, but we have to sit and look at critical points. The man that we agree on, Abraham, did indeed receive 2 Berit covenants. But let's follow the covenant all the way down to where books were written. And while there was a consistent on the writing from the time of Abraham, we never missed the Toledot. We didn't miss Yasakat, what they call Isaac. We didn't miss Yaakov, what they call Jacob. We never missed. We always had his sons. We kept a record. So give me your record from Abraham and your prophet. Your prophet is regarded to Muhammad. I got to look at time and distance on this. Where you saying you saw him, where you say he appeared, where you say he spoke. But you interline a lot of your parts of the religion to ours. You know for yourself that you didn't grow up under the tutelage and rearage of Abraham. Not to the length that Yasakat did, who they call Isaac. There are so many things we need to sit down and agree on to see that we do have things that are common, but let's be factual at the same time. And we can do this without becoming violently disagreeable.
Right.
Truth is just truth. If Palestinians be killed, if that's their land, it's called Palestine, let them have it. It's theirs. Let them be who they are. I can't stop you from having identity. How can you do that? How can one man restrict another man from having identity? We ain't talking about sexuality. We need to impose that because this determines our continual existence. Mm-hmm. There has to be a line drawn in humanity, but there cannot be a line drawn. It cannot be regulated that a person cannot have their identity, a human being. Hmm. You can't do that. I don't have to talk to you about recognizing me. You got to recognize me. I exist. Hmm. I come from the existing one. So that's like, where are we in life that where we feel like where we don't see that the part of disengage. Let me tell you something. Have y'all ever seen two eagles fight?
No.
Oh yeah.
What? Let me tell you. Now you know how the claws and the beaks and how strong. You ever seen them eat before?
Right. Yeah.
See how they use the claw, how they eat, tearing, how they use. You know how they fight? They go up in the air and they lock talons, and they start flipping,
tumbling.
And the one that let go first is the loser.
Mm. Right.
They never take their talents and try to destroy each other.
Mm.
That's my talent. That's your talent. Let's just see who can hold on out here.
So keep that same example, right? Does that mean one loves his life more than the other, or one is saying, "Hey, I'm willing to go all the way to death to show you can't win"?
I think on both. On both. One look at the point, I'm not willing to go that far. I know when I went, because when they're doing it, it's in order for them to be able to make. And they're looking at, in order to show mate, who can hold on, who can endure it. Mm. In the animal kingdom, a man acts savage in the bathroom, savage with one another, but he does not really understand savagery. He takes on the behavior because he thinks it makes him more macho, but you have to understand the survival and why this animal is not like this for no reason, because of where I'm at on the pecking order determines my aggression. So don't just take one part of me, because there's another part of me as well. And they tend to miss that. So when you're looking at when a female in these different animal, sectors, she determines her mate by strength. She determines her mate by willingness. So if you can't hold on through the rough part and you ain't willing to go all the way, you ain't the one for me. So just like with Ari, he had to fight to the death. Because she look at, if you won't fight for me now, I'm gonna let you sire your young with me to bring up another Tuladak generation. I'm gonna need to know you can defend, because if one come in strong you, he's going to kill what you're trying to build. If I don't submit, he'll kill me too. So I need to know that you're the strongest and the best, and you're gonna give everything you got. Mama has taken her baby, and she's made him with a lot of excuses. When you sire, you have to be willing to defend, to make sure you can get up another to the dog, another generation, and get out of here. That's how they operate. Why do you think he associated us with Ariel, the lioness, and Ari the male? Why? Because you had to watch how they operate. He has a dominion. And he's not going to be easily toppled. He knows his importance, his existence. You look at him as a sleeper, lay around. He's looking at, when I get up, it's for everything. If he come to run that Sunday kid, listen, it's for everything I got. Yahuwah, the Most High gives him, he has a small heart, but he has a giant body. And he will fight to push as hard as he can with all his heart. When you see how he will fight and how he will turn his endurance on to catch a prey, his heart is a lot bigger than what it shows. A lot of people thinking his heart has to be this large. He has a small heart, but he can do so much in so little time.
Mhm.
So, we got to be able to kind of get people, humanity back to that. Competition is good. Good competition is good. Yeah. Man, even when you look at culturally, when you look at natives, they do ritual dances and different hunt. Let's go hunt. Let's go out and kill. This group go kill. We'll see who bring back the biggest one.
Yeah.
They do things that prove you're a man because they tell them when they have the women, this is a man. He will go out. He will hunt. He will compete. Now we just say, shoot, he ain't gonna compete. He will sleep. So if we don't set something up differently and start getting them to look at life differently, I mean, you can see for yourself where we're going. I know my way couldn't be no worse. Look where we at. You see what I'm saying? There's a hole in the boat. Don't tell me I'm stupid. I'm dumping the water, but give me another answer. Give me something else.
Let me ask you a question. I thought about this yesterday, more on the religious side, but real life issues. The way, a lot of people they may say, I came for Yahuwah. I came for Yahuwah, or I came for the bar. But in actuality, I would say I came to try to find myself.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's good, but I need to get a grip on my life.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because I don't like the way I'm living, and it comes to a point where whatever it is that can get in control of this, I'm with it.
Yeah.
And I think I have come to find a heart or a love for what I believe because what turned my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so when people say, well, I came for you, who was like, oh, what is it? Who is he? What it was? There's no reason for you to come to something you don't even know.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And it kind of doesn't make sense. But when I realized it yesterday, it's like I really came to find myself. Like, okay, man, whatever it is, I don't like the way I'm living. And I think some people get satisfied with a certain religion because they say, okay, I'm good right here.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way I live, and I still can do what you do on this side. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why people may settle for a religion as such.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get more in the depth of religion, but it's kind of like, okay, when a person comes to something, because when you look at a situation when Yahushua was in the bar, he came to heal certain situations. People were just trying to get out of these situations.
Mm-hmm.
They like, hey man, I'm tired of being blind. Hey man, I want to walk. Hey man, I want, the infirmities I'm dealing with. And so it kind of, he put him in a situation, okay, you have this because of this, or you had this just so I can show my works, I can change. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on why people come or should come?
What you said, maybe not what made people come and came for something. They saying coming for you who are coming for Jesus at the time. Because what you said was really spot on. The cure, it brings us to the point. The attraction would get them there first is the hearing of that. It kind of arouses their curiosity too. And people don't reach a point in their life where they do want that change. And when they get to that point and they come to a religion, Sometimes, like you said, they'll sell and they'll just stop. It can be because of people around them, other influences, or not just believing in themselves. And when you really grow is when you encompass the knowledge of what you just said. So I just know you just peaked another level. That most people don't realize that with honesty. They'll keep saying, "Oh no, he allowed all those forces that happen in your life to become that energy source to get you to where you're at now." Because it comes to a time you have to be in a certain place for him to even reveal himself to you. You look at the difference of people he revealed himself to were in a certain place with him. Even when Abraham went to Abimelech, where he went him and Elohim that came to him in a dream, it was because he was in a place to where I could reveal myself with my will. And people might not realize that there are people he couldn't, and it just didn't get across. Because of where you are, it makes a difference. If you don't start to recognize your situation such that all align you up to, those are all of the things that actually got you to where you are. Like we spend a lot of time on wanting to erase ourselves, but those are experiences I can't ever give up now because they got me to this place where I'm at, where I'm starting to learning, to be one with my creator is to know him, but I have to know myself. So when decisions are made and things are operated, to me, to get a person from committing a certain acts is to look at if you know him and you know why he aligns you a certain way, then you know why you get out of that character. Because then you get out of line with him. See, everything's about line up. Even when man sleeps, a man down, so it's the Shamash. As it goes, man constantly doing, he's aligned to so many elements around him. So he has to start recognizing, like now, what manner of person ought you to be in conversation? Well, he said, when you seeing all this stuff being dissolved around you, he said, you still got to keep a certain character.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't understand you and understand the purpose, then you'll make it a whole different focus and you'll miss out. You'll hit crash. He even told you men's hearts going to fail them for even looking at what's coming in their place. Mm-hmm. They showing they showed the lady Muslim, and she was standing in the street. She just fell out. Mm-hmm. But somebody else, they had some other one on the street. They looked at it, they couldn't help her. She was just walking down the street. She just locked up and just fell out. Their heart fell them from looking at it. They listen. He told you your heart to be overcharged. Mm-hmm. So you have to learn how. I talk with our Akut, they're called sister, and try to get them to do breathing techniques. I said, I want you to just do an embrace. I want you to breathe and focus on yourself because of all the things you deal with. If you don't, like sometimes you'll say, and you know what that means. I'm tired, I'm beat. So you don't really get the sound and do it without that energy of, I'm just so tired, I want to quit breathe. That's what a dead person breathes. You can't do dead people breathing and expect to live. Now you got to reassign yourself and learn how to start doing things different because it's almost like, playing dodge, more than one person throwing. So you got to know how to dodge it and still keep your balance and focus.
Right.
But knowing things are coming at you, literally, they are literally coming at you. So you got to recognize to know you and recognize that higher source that sets over you and start learning how to accept the will. You conform into the will. It's a lot of things you want to do. It's a lot of things you want to embrace a lot, but you got to embrace the will first. Mm-hmm. Once you embrace the will, it can change. Then you can see whether that's still profitable for you, or you can say, because I've embraced the will, I had to take a different. I take a different approach. So if you don't keep, growing to and considering, you'll lose out. It's so easy to lose out.
Right.
So you got to get a point where things don't make you, he does, and you got a completeness in yourself. Because a lot of people got wealth, like, what, Lord, if you ain't got that real peace with self and with him, look at how many people die and leave their fortune. They're just unhappy. They said, man, they don't leave a good fortune. They let their curve fall on somebody else. Because it's hard for a man to have all that and then not to have him.
You're muted, Shara.
So that's one of my last questions, because right now, I apologize. We passed the freaky stage and now we to to the innermost stage of two mics in the mind.
Hallelujah.
The spirit is talking to me right now, and somebody is asking a question in their mind, and it came to me to ask you. So I just asked the Most High to use me right now to be a vessel. Amen. How can a person that's in that chaos? This is the question they want me to ask you, not Tony. How can a person in that chaos still believe that there's a higher power that you keep putting me in this same situation? So people will get to a point where say there can't be someone above that's doing this to me. How?
I think it'll come into the reason why you'll keep getting the same place because you haven't just really embraced the will yet because you haven't accepted. I think one of the most precious things for everybody is learning to accept. Shaul, who they call Apostle Paul, he talked about how he learned to accept in whatever situation, circumstances. He learned to be hungry, full. He learned all these different positions, but it never changed what it was he was actually seeking. And he was such a person of such high knowledge, because he embraced having knowledge. Although Solomon, Shalom, who they call Solomon, he gave so many, clear writings for us, and Kahalat, they call Ecclesiastes, and even the Shir HaShirim, Songs of Solomon. So much wisdom in his speaking that he learned, but he learned it after all of the deficits. So while we don't embrace those hard times and other things we go through, then we don't really understand it. That's what make you, to me, really embrace life the proper way. Because you learn to accept all of it. Mm-hmm. Just like we look at something's born, something died. And while one family is torn, heartbroken, and don't know what to do, another family saying, you know what? It's like I just had a savior. So all this can go in one life. Mm-hmm. In one life, all this can happen. So it's so many different balances of life that happens around you, from babies born, babies dying, same with the animal kingdom, a person being saved from, a person being killed by. This is always a constant. So you have to learn how to balance life to where you center yourself and start looking at the will of the Most High and looking at how you can adjust yourself to saying, it's like if I had a coffee table, it's set in the middle of my floor. Every time I come back, that coffee table is sitting in the kitchen. And I come home, I put it right back in the middle of that coffee table, in the middle of that floor. When I come back, that coffee table moves again, it's in the bathroom. I come back home, I get it, I put that coffee table right back where it goes in the middle of that floor. I come back, it's in the bedroom. I come in, when I come in, I take it, I put it back in that living room in the center of that floor. Eventually, that table going to have to realize this is where he wants me to be. Until he moves me. Accepting the will. When he wants me somewhere else, he's going to move me. And a lot of times those are things we didn't embrace. I mean, I recently, through all the things I've experienced and dealt with, have looked at life differently and started to just change things and realize I've done that. I've been the defender. I've been the everything to it. And it was for me to realize I can do but so little. And start to recognize how much he actually does play. It's showing me how limited I am. And showing me when I accept and embrace the will, I become richer in understanding about myself, and I get a real peace with him. To know, at one point I communicated with him, but then it was like, it was a holdback. Mm-hmm. It's like, it'll be something that like, you can't even though he knows everything, I don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Release that I gotta be able to surrender. And he let me know, this is your problem. You hold back with me. Mm-hmm. It was like the song years ago, your body's here with me. But
on the other side of town.
Because he asked for the hold. And a lot of us feel that we give him our hold, but because we operate in a system outside of the religion, he shows us where it really makes you almost feel like there's a separation. For our people originally, they only worked among them, and they mostly sold to other people. serpent too. So a lot of that were with them and working with them. So the religion was a part of everybody's culture. You know, it was a part of the culture. With us, it's not a part of the culture. It's a part when we all come together. Because people around us, outside of us, outnumber us. So they got the bigger influence of the show. Yep. So we can learn how to pull enough energy for ourselves that when we get out, we can outshine them. Mm-hmm. Think about the Shamash, the sun. Listen, ain't but one of them. Look at that. He outshine all the other ones up there. That's what he was trying to show it. You can outshine them. Mm-hmm. You know that scientifically, they say a star is actually larger than the sun.
Really?
Yes, they do. They set so many miles back. That's why they look so small.
Oh, gotcha. Mm.
But guess what? Guess what the Shamash show you? I can still outshine them. And you know he was trying to show us. You can outshine these people. Because what we say is more them than us. He said you can outshine them. Mm-hmm. It's all about, I started looking at what I put in my conversation, what I do, and I said, I won't be stopped. I don't just say that. That's my drive. I keep that in my mind because I need to know. Like he say, you know, what you say, people use all the time, oh, you better be careful what you put out your mouth. Man, they say, oh, don't say that. Oh, that you come out your mouth, you be speaking existence. Okay. Right. Start looking at this. Not in fear of, I have to start speaking because this is what I want to do. And when you hear yourself, like now if I'm talking, I know if I'm talking like a fool or not. That's if I'm listening. A lot of times people are talking, they're not listening. They're just saying words. So you got to be able to project them in a way to where they're understandable for people. And all you got to do is look at your life where it's at. I would tell you, I say time, I said, look at your bank account. Just see if things make sense for you. And the reason I say that, people say to try to embarrass. No, I want you to think about, why does he keep telling me to go and look at my bank account? Because you got to look at what you know and what you do. It should produce more than what you have.
Right.
So it means you got to start looking at what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So look at the same thing when it comes down to the salvation part. I'm trying to receive a whole lot more than what I'm giving. That's not logical. For what I'm trying to do, I have to give more.
So let me ask you, I'm glad you said that. So does your bank account determine adversity and prosperity? Because I'm thinking about the verse where it says, in the day of adversity, consider, and the day of prosperity, rejoice.
I'll tell you, I mean, I do, I consider either way. I still more considerate. And I'm going to tell you why. Not to go against, because, of course, you have appreciation, joy. But you're always considering you can't have unless somebody else lose. That's your bond. You can't have unless somebody else lose. So there's nothing that Yasharal came into existence, what they call Israel, without somebody else losing.
Right.
He never went and just had a plot of land nobody never owned, nobody never been on, kept back here and said, this yours. No, I did this because I need you to learn this is how life works. You're going to have by them losing. They had it before you did. People miss that concept. Oh, why we can't all have? That time will come. But you first understand how you possess what you have. We palau, we pray, we always revert back to Abraham, Yasakal, Yaakov, because they have, we're recipients. The only way we can have it is someone else had to lose it or give it up. Like Yahushua, how do we gain life? Because he gave up his. So you have to understand that balance, that everything exists by that order. When you see, like, I started appreciating, I used to watch Animal Kingdom pictures. I say, wow, man, if I was there, I would have tried to help and get a looser. It seemed like they were just unsuspectingly caught you. Like, I know, I want to see the kill. It like that was a bad one. Like, I really wanted the animal to get away. And you know, he showed me when I watched it, he didn't get away. And I was like, man, well, what would have happened if he'd have got away? He couldn't get away because it was determined this way. In order for this creature to keep existing, someone else had to lose his life. So you got to understand how life works, and then you become appreciative. because I know eventually there's somebody who's going to have, and I'm going to lose. That's one day someone's going to lose, and you or somebody you from you are going to gain.
Now, Richard, I have a question for you. That word acceptance, does acceptance come with knowledge, or sometimes you accept with no questions?
No, you're gonna have knowledge, which you're gonna gain from experience. Nobody, I would never tell somebody just start accepting unless you've accepted unless you came to the point that Alice said. Alice, I'm telling you, I know you, Pete. You put it on another level. You said what you said. Started. People don't understand that everything happening, and you got to learn how to understand. Otherwise, you'll beat yourself up and you'll kill yourself and put yourself back.
Right.
It had to happen that way. Just like when I started to look at I used to look and say, man, I watched Ari. So I said, why they got to kill? I want to see them kill the big one, but they got the little one. Then sometimes they'll kill the big one, and the little one. I said, man, that left that one messed up. Man, why he didn't get the little one? Every time what I want, it never happened the way he wanted it happen. So then I started to put together, it's the way he wanted it. I'll cause it that the younger go and I'll leave the old. Then I'll take the old and I'll leave the young. And it had to go that way. You can think another scenario, but this is the only way it could have went. So like, what if he had not gotten up? It said it was impossible. It was impossible that if they had put 2 to 5 to 25,000, it could have stopped it. It was so I would understand that like it was impossible to keep him from getting up. It is impossible for his will to be any different than it's already predicated. So if he's destined something for me that I seek and I align to it, it is impossible to stop me. I have to believe that. Yes, I don't believe anything because I have to believe it based upon him. That's not on my ability, but I have to understand how things are done. As chaotic as the world is and what it's going, everything is happening. It's all he told me about this before it would happen. He has been consistent when I was inconsistent. He was in existence when I was not existing. So surely I can't have more knowledge than he can have. Even Shalom wrote talking about, surely I'm more brutish than any other man. And I have not even the knowledge of man. We started to look at this man. Who has done all this? He said, who has done this? What is his name? We declare, what is this man's name and what is his son's name? If you can tell me. He realized even without the name that there was a force that he needed to ask and seek. And he needed someone that could put him on the pathway to, how did this come into existence? So he puts this knowledge in the minds of men, and this knowledge is constantly keep living while man dies. He keep passing until somebody catches it. You know, there's a lot of people go through him, they're going to die. They're going to miss everything I said. It wasn't for them. It's some people going to hear it, and they're going to know exactly what to do. If you don't start learning how to flow with it and know when to stop and know when to move, know to adjust, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose every time. Because it's all about the wholeness of man. And he got to learn that. Even though the chances he set up for man, every man won't exist at the same time. Not the way it is. Only way we'll get our eternal journey, our dealing is gonna be, look, everybody else around us is gonna have to be gone. By everybody. As he going through, send out everyone in generation, is who gonna catch it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's who gonna catch it. Even with medicines, medicine evolved, and now people with medicine are bringing back the spirituality. He told you your food was medicine. There are things we're starting to learn about ourselves. That's why they want to medicate you. Because you don't get it from food now, you get it from synthetics. So you're taking a human being that's earth-based from things that grow from the ground. They can say the plastic, yes, come from the ground, but it wasn't edible. It wasn't a seed. That's the difference. I know everything come from the earth. These people play stupid, but you can't eat everything. Like you don't eat rocks. You eat glass. But they'll give you things that your body can't function with. Your body functions from food. It functions from water. It functions from the juices. All these things, because these things align your body. These are things that come. Y'all all are energy sources. So even when man defecated before, there were bugs that ate it. There were things that ate it. Fly, they all got from each other. We defecated outside. Everything eats and it keeps evolving. We stopped giving back. They gave us plastic. Now we ain't got nothing to give back. Now they keep shooting us up with medicines.
Yeah.
But we got to start learning how to come back and start looking at it. This is what happened when we get out from the plan.
Right.
I appreciate you. I didn't know I taught y'all that long, but
appreciate it.
Right.
Oh, that's
much needed.
I appreciate the message.
Much needed. We'll do an offering basket, Layla, tomorrow. But I appreciate it. Smitty, you can go ahead and close us out with the benediction of your last quote.
We'll harm you. We'll harm you. We.
What is the real benediction?
Till we all meet again, son.
That's right.
It was till. What was till we all?
God be with you. God be with you. God be with you till we meet again.
May his shalom, be with you till we meet again. There we go.
Yeah. Tell you, take a little time with yourself to consider yourself. Start doing what's best for yourself. Don't take everything as monetarily. But I want you to look at for yourself. And then you'll grow into what you need to do. You'll grow. You'll grow into what you need to do. Take time to really look at yourself. And don't be afraid to let some things go. Sometimes what holds us back is not letting some things go. It could be feelings. It could be relationships. It could be possessions. You're like, man, I can't part with this. Listen, if anything, you can't part with yourself. If you part with yourself, you're going to depart. Go ahead and part with those things so you can be a better you. You remember we saw the video earlier when the young lady dropped off her 3 kids and said, hey, just take them and turn her face and didn't want to look back at it. When you let those things go, I want you to do like she did. And they could be some in your life as close as those 3 kids. But you got to let it go. If you're going to grow and you're going to really get it where you need to go before this thing, we are in this stuff you got to. You're going to have to let it go. It's you. You know you ain't going to make it. You're going to let it go. That's all I know to tell them. I appreciate y'all, though. We did this thing. Appreciate y'all. As y'all see who real with it. Love Dr. Leffers. Old Doodoo Man.
Yeah, it definitely.
Yeah, that's all right. Listen, if man got to do that long, somebody need to check him.
He's an old man.
Listen, stop. You better check him. I'm telling him, listen, take that man, get one that man and that little law. That joker, it probably one of, you know, see probably like one of them, you remember them twigs, got them 2 little twigs in there. One stick broken hand. You know who men like that? Poodles.
Oh my. Oh, you know.
Listen, that's something you look at. Listen, if you go in the bathroom and look and you see like some little rat turd or like a half of one of them things right there or one of them miniature size snicker, don't do it. He ain't ready. That too little. A man supposed to live long. A man supposed to be able to build a cabin. So let's get it time to grow.
He said.
I'm telling you, that's what you want to go check. See if there's a Twix in there. A Twix will look like about that much of it broke off, so about that long, don't do it. Or if you see one of them miniature size Snickers, don't do it. They're not ready. Something wrong with their bowels. Man supposed to live a log. That bad boy supposed to be the hubble. It go down first. That bad boy said, what I'm doing out here, man, I'm coming back up to that top, man. Spunk this jump. Now I'm a turd. That you don't need to respect it. You flush it before you get back in there, but you just get one to see if one make it. That's how you'll know. So y'all got all the knowledge y'all need tonight. Ain't nothing else you need to know. Know the Most High, Yahushua HaMashiach. Listen, and you gonna be good to go. We're gonna let y'all go. We hope I don't know how we got on all this turd teaching. Relationship, then who's your mute on, and then what else we talked? Man, we ran the love doctor down by that lightning bug curtain he had behind him.
That's always appropriate.
They had to try to do the Matrix. I seen him walk through it too.
That was a Matrix background.
I know he been in the Matrix though. I ain't need that when he coming over. He was in the sometime. They made about a short sleeve turtleneck sweater. What you thought? I knew he was in. What you know how oxymoron you had to be to buy a turtleneck short sleeve sweater for the summer?
In the hot weather.
Then I'm gonna send y'all another video of South Paul. I watched it again. Explain that fortune. Because you know, actually, even the Satan himself has transformed himself. That's that man's favorite scripture. Because every time he said it, it's like the first time he said it. You know, because you know, it says even Satan himself has transformed to be the angel. I say, this guy he like that portal. It's a portal. It's a transformation.
That is him.
Bitty, get us out of here. Bitty, come on. Get us out of here, Bitty.
Hold on. Let's see.
We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Julie on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind.
All right, you do something better. I do something better. We'll be better together. Until next week.
Yeah.
That's so much.
Don't flush. As soon as it come down, woo, flush.
All right, ending the stream now.